I ain't eating nut. Ain't nut. Oh man, my ninjas.
Yep.
What the fuck is going on, man? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living?
Good, man.
Hez Jones, my good brethren.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
It's your second time here in 4 weeks.
No.
No?
What? I only missed 2 episodes.
Yeah. When? Was it 5 weeks?
No.
You missed 2 episodes like
this month.
Like this month. Yeah, that's 2. Yeah, that's 4 episodes. That's 4 episodes, and you were here for 2 of them.
Oh yeah, true.
How are you?
Good.
How you been?
Good.
How's your week been? How's your weekend been?
Pretty good.
Where you been?
Where is anyone really?
In their body, in their soul.
Nah, this week was cool. Friday I had 2 interviews. I was trying to maybe find another job. We'll see what happens with that. Yeah. So I was doing that.
Did you call out of work to go to an interview? They not listening, I swear.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I had to because I go to 2 different places. So we'll see what happens with that. The weekend was actually really, really cool. I mean, I didn't do shit, but it was like nice to like not. I did what I wanted to do for the weekend, so that was nice. I just stayed home and played video games, which I haven't played video games in like 3 months. So I was like, this is cool.
3 months?
I mean, it's been a minute since I really played some video games because
wow,
I don't have the inclination.
See, that's a man that gets into a fight with his girlfriend on purpose so he can do what the fuck he wants to do. That is a smart man, tactical man.
No, he ain't no fight. I just was like, I'm staying home this weekend. Nigga.
Yeah, bitch. You're on my time. I need some me time. What about me? What about my needs?
What about what I want? I want I got to just watch what I want to watch on TV, which is nice. And you know, just like
you ain't got to watch your dumbass shows.
Yeah, like, just a little me time. Nigga. I'm not gonna lie, I had a wonderful time. I'm in an excellent mood right now.
No belts involved?
Nah. I'm not trying to move into heaven, nigga. Nah, nigga, I'm good.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah, just had a busy week. Last week, a friend was having a party for his daughter and shit. And instead of doing it on Saturday, because one of his brother had to go to like a wedding, so they moved it to Sunday, and it's just the timing wouldn't have worked out. So
Got you.
It's like, it's either we do this way early or we do it way late, because I think it started at like 1:30, 2 o'clock. I left maybe around 6:30. And they still hadn't done any of the presents or did cake or anything and shit. By the time I left, I was like, yeah, I'm out.
That sounds real Puerto Rican.
Yeah, a little bit. So it was just timing wise, it wouldn't have worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Bob alive, man.
Yep.
What going on with you, good brother? How you doing?
Good.
How's your week been? How's your weekend going?
It's been good so far.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Anything exciting happen?
Officially left my job.
You
Officially left that shit.
This nigga Melman now.
Yeah, officially left that shit.
He likes it now.
Yeah.
Congrats for leaving your own job with that fucking slave mentality. You had me for fucking 17 years. All my life.
All my life I had to fight.
Nah, but that job was like the last remnants of my past.
Yeah.
Like,
His baby mama.
yeah, that's real. Huh?
No, go
I
ahead.
met her while I was working here. I detailed her car. That's the first time we met.
Yeah.
It was just a lot like that went into that shit because I never wanted to do that shit. Like I never wanted to do it. The only reason why I started doing it was because my dad told me to.
Yeah.
Like it was never my choice.
Yeah.
Robbie said, "Hope you got a strong back." Pause.
Strong back. What?
You got to carry
Carry
shit.
all
That's
the shit.
fucking
Yeah.
satchel heavy, nigga.
Oh yeah. We was doing that the other day.
Nah, you ain't had like. Nah, go ahead. I ain't gonna fucking ruin your shit like a kid on Christmas.
Yeah.
Don't do
it. But yeah, did that and this was a funny thing that happened. This happened when was it? Saturday. Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday, I went to Walmart, right? And I'm coming out of Walmart, and I see this white chick, and I see her like flinging her door open like 4 times, and I walk up on her. I'm like,
trying to get your attention.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
No. I walked up on her. I said, "You hit my car on purpose?" She's like, "Yeah, I hit it on purpose." I was like,
What the fuck?
"You that mad?" She just started talking to say whatever. I said, nah, you really that mad? She's like, yeah, I'm that mad. I said, you is that serious? She's like, yeah, it's that serious. You shouldn't have parked so close. So she just pulled off. So I'm like, okay. I called 911.
Call 911 on the watch.
Yeah. Cause like I was like, wow, like it was really that serious? Cause your fat ass couldn't get in your car?
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, as a fat person, yeah, if you can move your car
or lose weight.
Nah.
Fuck?
I ain't hit nobody's car on purpose like that, so I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, I know, but
but my thing was this: the whole time I was thinking, I was like, yo, if you hit it by accident, I don't really give a shit.
It was one
Just
thing,
a fucking
yeah.
car.
Doing it on purpose.
I seen her fling
Slam
it open like
try to-
4 times, like
yeah.
angrily, and I'm like, I look at the back. She got her kid in the back.
She should have had her kid back the car up so she could get in. Like, yo, hop in the front
Nah,
right
she was
quick.
probably mad that the store didn't have her like Doritos she wanted or some shit. How the fuck do you run out of Cool Ranch?
Whatever, Las Noches Chepes.
Didn't have her Twinkies, nigga.
You know, too many Puerto Ricans. Because Dorsey said,
They
had
still
you back
make those?
from Party
Yeah.
Rockin'?
I seen them.
Oh,
What?
shit. He said Twinkies. I ain't
A
fucking
little
seen
bit.
Twinkies.
Yeah,
I ain't seen
a little
Twinkie in 45 years.
bit.
Nigga.
For real.
Yeah. No, they brought them back. You remember they was about to kill someone? Somebody brought them. They brought them back.
They still got the little cowboy
Somebody
nigga going.
fat.
Bro, right, so you
I like when that cream feeling shooting my mouth.
Still got a little cowboy Twinkie nigga.
Yo, you remember the wildest shit? I forgot about that Twinkie mascot nigga.
Yeah.
I forgot about the
The
Pizza
Noid?
Hut mascot
Yeah, the
nigga. The
Noid?
Noid.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know, nigga.
Yeah.
California raisins, nigga. Like,
Yeah, that's old.
heard it,
You know how I know you old?
Yeah, California raisins.
Raisins. Claymation
Remember-
California
Yeah.
raisins.
Not a cartoon though.
They did have a
They
cartoon.
did have a cartoon. They used to come out like
Yeah, they
Fox.
did.
Damn.
I think it was Fox. Yeah.
But yeah, like she pulled off whatever. I got a license plate. I was like, all right, bitch. So I called my sister because my sister's a police officer.
Oh, damn.
And
You
she
got
worked
the
in
direct
Brantford.
line.
Yeah, she worked in Brantford. She was
Yeah.
like, I was like, yo, what do I do when somebody slam their door over and just pulled off? She's like, just call the police. It's a hit and run. So she thought I was in New Haven. She
Catch
was
you
like,
back from the sucking place. Why y'all keep fucking
Look at my absence had nothing to do with work.
this one?
Last week.
word.
Yeah,
What?
last week. Yeah,
Yeah.
this one.
But yeah, like call my sister, whatever. She told me to call the police, whatever. She's like, they might take a minute to get there. I was like, nah, I'm in Brantford. I was like, oh, they gonna be in there in a minute. I was like, yeah, you wouldn't know. White neighborhood patrolling. But yeah, I called them up. White dude came over. He was cool. I was like, yeah, like explain
They
what
gonna
happened.
ask you what you did?
Nah.
What did you do to hit your car? Spread your cheeks and lift your saddle. I didn't do. I called you.
But he was cool. So I explained to him what happened, and then he was like, okay, the license plate came back. I got a picture. I'm gonna show you it, and then tell me if it's her. So he went there. He went back. I was like, all right, she's actually in the system. I was like, wait, she was arrested before? I can't confirm nor deny that.
I mean, hell yeah,
laughing.
nigga.
She's like, all right, I'm gonna show you pictures. This her? Fat fucking ass. I was like, yeah, that's her.
Yo, fat people's people too. Okay, goddamn it.
Sorry, you're excluded.
Okay.
Now this bitch is like fat bastard. Get on my goddamn nerve.
Goddamn.
Cause I was about to be funny to the policeman when he was like, "Can you describe her?" I said, "Yeah, she looked like fat bastard." That's what I was about to say, but I was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna say that."
She looks like every time she sit down to eat, she says, "Get in my belly."
Yeah. So yeah, like did that, and he was like, "All right, I got her address. She's actually home right now. I'm about to go over there and give her a misdemeanor." I was like, "All right, go ahead."
Word. That's funny.
Yeah.
Did you follow him?
Yeah.
To watch? But like, yeah.
I was about to because I was right behind him.
Yeah,
I
but
was
then he's like, nah, let me stay out of here before she pull a gun on me.
Yeah, but that she get
Fucking get me KKK'd up or some shit. No, he's an
insurance.
asshole.
Yeah.
Yo, my mind would work so quick. I'd have played this shit as soon as I saw that fat bitch. Like, what the fuck is you doing?
There you go.
Stop it! Cut it out! I have a glandular problem.
That's fucked up.
$60.
$60.
Cut it out!
But that's nice.
Yeah, well, got a white woman
Arrested,
misdemeanor.
subpoenaed.
Yeah.
No, it's probably just a ticket, I would assume.
Yeah.
Is Bobby a Karen because of that?
A Karen?
I don't know.
I don't
Sometimes
think
it's
you
okay to
somebody
be.
swinging your
Nah.
dick, but nah, man.
Because Karens are people who just not mind their own fucking business and then
Yeah.
interject themselves with some shit. She was beating the shit out of his car door with her car door because
And she was
angry.
shocked that I walked up. Like, she was shocked.
She didn't expect you to walk. She
Yeah.
expected
Yeah,
to
she-
hit that shit and
do
then,
what you want and then just dip off.
Yeah, like she closed
Like most
it,
white
and then
people.
she was about to pull off, and I said, "You really hit my car." She's like, and then she had to keep the same energy. So
Like,
she
it's
was
a
like,
nigger.
yeah, she was like, "Oh shit, he's black." So she had to keep the same energy. So when I was asking her the question, she was like kind of shocked, but she was answering them. It was like, get
She's
the
like,
fuck
"Oh,
out of here,
nigga."
man. I felt like punching that bitch in the face so
I
bad.
threw a
Violence
fucking
is not
little
the
Debbie
answer.
and see if she'd have went for it.
Like Baby D.
Baby
Was it
D.
Baby D?
But
Baby D.
yeah, man. Glad your weekend went. I'm glad you didn't go to jail.
Facts.
Let's say that.
How was your week?
Week was cool. What? Monday and Tuesday I was sick.
Oh shit.
Rest of the week I ain't really do shit. Yeah, pretty chill week. Just worked and that was pretty much it. I ain't really do nothing exciting. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, man. SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, wherever the fuck you get your podcast, we are there. 3ninjaspodcast@gmail.com for any comments, questions, or concerns. If you want your question answered in the Ask a Ninja segment, you can reach us there. That is 3ninjaspodcast@gmail.com. Also, don't forget to visit our website, 3ninjaspodcast.com. New merch is up there. Like I said last week, the 3NP Jam shirts are up there, so you can order those at your discretion. Consider supporting us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/3 Ninjas Podcast. Everything goes back into the show. If you're watching live on Twitch right now, you do have Amazon Prime. You can connect your Amazon Prime to your Twitch right now. You get one free subscription a month to any creator of your choice. It's just free money sitting around. Use it at your discretion. If you're watching us on YouTube now or later on, please make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification. You know every time we drop a video. What else? Discord is a cool place to be. Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, we have all those things. Just type in 3 Ninjas Podcast on your respective outlets and you will find us there. If you listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star rating and review. It is not obligating, but please, if you do, it's nice. Gorilla, what's up? But yeah, man, other than that, Hetch Jones, my good brother.
Yep.
Back with the faulty reading. What do we have for questions? You've been gone for a while. I don't know if because when you don't use a muscle, you kind of lose it. You ain't been reading in 2 weeks. So I don't know if you fucked up or not.
1 week.
1 week.
I was here last week.
Okay.
Or the week before that.
All right. So let's read.
No, I don't want to. So this question comes from a Discord chat, which you guys should join. And this question comes from Robbie B1207. Fuck you. You read this shit, dude.
I have been.
Whatever. Anyway, what's goody ninjas? It's your boy Rob, aka Mr. Controversial, number 17, Robbie Irving, aka If It's Brown, I'm Down, aka the Egyptian guy, Kanye the Tormentor, aka Rob, the son of, the owner of a shepherd. My question is simple. What is something that you personally enjoy but people always judge you for it? But you don't care at all? For me personally, it's still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Mainly from my size, people expect me to be hugging the corner versus playing a card game. Keep doing your thing, stay blessed, and Dom, I might have something in the works for you and your daughter. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully that works out because I want to see what the fuck it is.
Thanks.
Something you do but are judged for it, but you don't give a fuck. The art of shutting the fuck up. I love shutting the fuck up. People think I'm antisocial or don't care about them because I like to shut up. I hate going around my girl's family because they always want to talk or just try to get to know me, and then it's like,
no,
it's just like the conversations that they be having, and they be like, experience driven or like they're family oriented. So it was like, where do I put in my 2 cents when y'all talking about some shit I wasn't either there for or like just some shit that's going on within the family? I'm just sitting there just like, waiting, and then, hey, heard you had a podcast. What you talking about on your podcast today?
I
gotta tell them, and then they don't give a fuck. And so it's just
shit.
trying to make small talk. I hate just unnecessary small. You don't gotta talk to me to feel like dead air. We could both just sit here in silence. I'm cool with silence. You don't gotta it's not awkward for me. I like shutting the fuck up.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's all I don't really anything else. I don't really give a fuck. Like if you think it's weird or don't like that I do it, I really don't care.
Yeah, for me it's like music. My taste in music growing up, especially growing up, because I listen to like a lot of rock and roll and all kind of stuff and things of that nature, alternative, whatnot music, and most of my friends listen to like just rap or whatever. So
What do you prefer?
I like it all, like a mix of everything. I just like music. So I just like anything that I enjoy. So if I enjoy it, I'll listen to it.
Oh yeah,
regardless of what it is.
Music is weird for me. Bitches hate when I listen to old music.
Yeah, but so I just like whatever. So I could do, I don't know, like Lori Banks one day, Lil Durk the next day. Then I'm listening to Linkin Park one day. I'm listening to 3 Days Grace. Then I'm listening to like My Chemical Romance and Coheed and Cambria or whatever. Like I'll listen to whatever the fuck I want to listen to. But growing up, especially like high school, that was peak like G-Unit, Dipset, all that kind of shit, and it was weird being black listening to My Chemical Romance and Linkin Park and all the other kind of shit. So you get judged for that kind of stuff, like AFI and
black people like that shit, but it's like weird when that's all you listen to.
Not around where we was growing up. They wasn't really. I mean, Linkin Park was the most people was giving you. But if you was listening to anything that wasn't really Linkin Park, they wasn't. I mean, they wasn't crazy, but they would. You'd be like, oh, what the fuck is this shit? This is all different. And like, nah, like Coheed and Cambria. No one's listening to that shit.
Yeah, don't fucking pass me the aux if I'm in like a chill mood. Yeah, you about to hear some Al Green. You want to hear Megan Thee Stallion and Flo Milli and all that shit and Lil Durk. Nah, I'm about to put on some Temptations, bitch. We about to fucking jam.
Ooh, way through this whole car ride.
We about to jam like your mother used to. Fuck out of here. But yeah, shutting the fuck up is like an art that I love. Especially around people I don't know, like not comfortable. Because as soon as I start talking, y'all gonna think I'm weird anyway, so I don't want to talk to y'all.
That's my natural default, is to just leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, but you can't be that like every single solitary time.
I have to be.
You choose to be.
No, I have to be.
You choose to be.
I do not like niggas talking to me.
Because you choose that.
I be at work and this nigga keep talking to me like, yo, will you stop talking to me, nigga?
But it's like every social interaction can't be, yo, shut the fuck up around me, don't talk to me.
I mean, I don't say
Get the fuck out the social setting then.
I'm at work, nigga. It's not a social setting, I'm at a work setting.
Okay, you can only, if you gotta do it for what, 2-3 hours out the day.
That's a lot of hours out the day. That nigga, this new nigga, he's like to talk. I be watching, I just be observing. I think he got a problem. Like, I think he's like one of the people, like, if they don't, like, say something, I think it hurts
Oh, you
them.
mean an extrovert?
I don't know, maybe, nigga.
Somebody that likes people.
I don't know what. Nah, he got a problem. Like, he's like showboaty. I think he like.
I don't pay enough attention to other people to know what they judge me for. I only know that bitches judge me on music because they ask me, what the fuck is you listening to? And I tell them what the hell I'm listening to. They just look at me like, you're not like all the other men. I'm like,
you're different.
Because I have different, because I don't feel like shooting niggas and robbing niggas and fucking other niggas bitches every minute of the day. Nah, I want to hear some Al Green. I want to hear like, unless like they'll cheat on their wives, but they'll make it like cool sounding. like they'll take somebody, but they'll make it like into a bop or some shit.
Yeah, like wasn't a fucking Part-Time Lover, right?
Yeah, Part-Time Lover. Like what's that shit? Song. Hey Barbara, it's Shirley. Like that's shit like that. Yeah, music is a big one, but the art of shut the fuck up is really my thing. Because
leave me alone.
I hate talking to them niggas. Not hate, but they just.
No, I hate.
No, it's not even hate, but it's just like.
No, I hate.
I don't. Yeah, you hate. Like I don't know how to enter. I don't know how to have a conversation with people I don't know. I don't know where it's double dutch. I don't know where to jump in at. And they'll just ask me random questions and I'll go off on a tangent. And then by the end of it, it's like, where'd you find him?
Nah, leave me alone.
It's either he's so smart or he's weird.
He's weird. Yeah, people think shit's weird when they don't understand.
Facts.
Leave me the motherfucker alone.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
yo, Rich, appreciate the tier 1 sub, man.
Leave me alone.
That's why I don't like going around anybody's family, honestly.
That's a fact.
Because You know some wild shit happened in their family.
Because it's 80 niggas versus you.
Yeah, but they be asking dumb shit like, oh, you don't beat her. Like, who the hell's going around whipping every chick in this family's ass? Like, I'm surprised.
They uncle that be beating it.
Family tradition,
They
nigga.
go around whipping ass. I'm like, what is going on?
Granddaddy did it.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam did it.
Yep.
Bob did it.
Yeah.
So you got to do it too.
They're just protected because somebody got beat, somebody got molested, somebody got something.
Jesus.
Well,
It happens all the time. Yo,
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
it happened. Yo, for how many times I keep hearing like, yo, I was molested when I was a kid, and this and the third happened when I was a kid. It's a lot of y'all motherfuckers not in jail.
yeah, it's like the majority of.
Rightly more common than.
Yeah, it's
Yo, it's way more common than I thought.
It's the majority of women.
That is not a good thing. Like, that's
And why
not
aren't people in jail? Why aren't people dead? Why
a
like?
fact?
Because it's somebody's. Nah, man.
That's I mean, yeah. It's
I'm fine kicking niggas out of the family.
It's
I don't know.
close to your.
I'm fine with killing niggas.
It's a branch off the tree, man. Usually, that's usually why that happens. But that's crazy to
Like
me.
if somebody like, oh, it's
nasty.
crazy. It gets nasty. But
nasty hours.
It's not even that. It's nasty decades. It's
Facts.
nasty like just lineages.
Facts.
Just,
I mean,
this is a thing.
so Kendrick was talking about in that song.
Yeah.
It's like
My auntie is a man now.
not even that one.
I know you
no,
tried
the other
to,
one.
He got a lot of wild shit on that album.
It's crazy shit. But he was right because it's like for like, especially if you're talking about black people specifically, it go back and I don't know if I'm not saying that it wouldn't have happened necessarily without that, but there is you can also chart a path to some behavior that was forced upon us as a people that maybe stayed secret after the fact.
Days?
Yeah, that's what because that's what he's saying. Like,
He's saying that's from slavery days when we were forced to
have sex with our family members because we wanted to breed,
to
because
procreate,
to procreate and make
and now it's like a mental
livestock, and now it's like part of the. I don't want to say the DNA because we're more than that, but it's like
no,
I think some
it is
people
embedded in our DNA, just like trauma's embedded in our DNA and passed on from family member to family.
And again,
supposedly, I'm not
putting
phlebotomist.
I'm not putting it all on that because I think you could just some people just like
some people just born crazy.
Yeah, but I do think that some of that could possibly be a factor as to maybe why it happens and no one says nothing about it. Maybe like some of that. Because they don't trust the white people type of shit.
We need that generation to die because I need y'all to say something.
Unfortunately, I think it unfortunately keeps happening.
I mean, it does keep happening. I don't know what to do about it.
I ain't a doctor.
If I find out somebody, my family touched somebody in my family, you might have to go. I'm cool sitting in the cell knowing you ain't gonna do to nobody else. But yeah, what else don't we like? What was the question Robbie said?
What it?
What else? What else are you deemed weird for that you don't give a fuck about being deemed weird for? I guess because Robbie, if Robbie is 6'5" and plays Yu-Gi-Oh, you should be selling drugs.
The whole deck on the arm.
Yeah,
the dual deck,
selling packs off the fucking disc.
My shit is being nonchalant. Nobody likes it. They don't think I have emotions.
You don't.
You never gets upset. No, yes I do. It's just internal.
Well, I mean, that might not be good either, nigga.
No, it is. It works out.
What's something you personally enjoy people judge you for? I mean, just being black and liking anime.
I mean, that's
a thing as well. Once you get around certain people and they find
we walk for niggas some
that
rundown.
You like a certain thing.
I
ain't rocking with
no
cards.
That's true.
Yeah, we walk for.
So that's true because it is more accepted now. Yeah, now now everybody watch anime, but before,
nah, still niggas that don't like think niggas that watch anime is weird, but y'all listen to song. Yeah, the weird thing is like your version of fiction and my version of fiction are damn near the same thing, but because mine is animated, now mine is weird. You listen to niggas shoot people all the time. You listen to people sell all the copious amounts of drugs. Fuck all these bitches, but my shit about magicians and fire and elemental shit and fucking flying is weird. But since your shit can actually happen, but you don't think that people are telling a story just because your shit is more believable fiction, even though it's still fiction, my shit is weird. But you can shoot a million niggas.
I don't know what it is. I think it's about once the pictures start moving, it changes the dynamic of what people think about it.
No, it's people not being open-minded enough. It's like you have this you have this perception of what you think this shit is, and then once you have that, you keep that and don't want to venture outside of that.
Yeah, because I think when you think moving picture, you think cartoon. You think Popeye, Looney Tunes, or things that are made typically for children. So I think that's where the disconnect comes from. It's the same thing with video games. Like when you talk to your parents about video games, they're thinking about Mario back in the 80s.
Yeah, they don't know what the hell.
And like arcade games and shit like that.
Like, can't go from God of War and then be like, oh, I played Galaga growing up. Like, that's not. It's the parallels ain't there.
Yeah, so they think video games are inherently only for children. But I'm like, if you think about it, all this is a medium for art form.
It's
like they're telling stories. It's like playing a video game is the same thing as reading a book. The only difference between reading a book and playing a video game is you're in control of the actions the character takes. In a book, you're just reading the story. In a video game, you actually get to live out the story. So like it's
them niggas don't read.
Well, people do.
Yeah, I know other people, like smart people, they actually read. I'm talking about the niggas that are like, oh, you need to sit there and debate anime all day. But you debate fucking who's the best rapper, like who's the best at shit, like who's the best coke rapper, who's the best at shooting niggas, who's the best at telling a story. Most of this shit is fictional.
Good percentage of it. That's a good percentage of it.
Yeah. What else? I don't know. I don't have anything else.
Me neither. Nothing.
Anime,
crazy.
music, shutting the fuck up.
Yeah.
Clothing. But that's like kind of contributing to anime and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. Your clothing choices don't have to do with anime.
Like a Yu-Gi-Oh shirt or some shit like that. Why you wearing it?
But mad people do that shit. Mad people wear shirts of bands they ain't never heard of. You know how many people I seen with Wu-Tang shirts, Rolling Stone shirts, fucking Nirvana shirts. You ain't never listened to Rolling Stones, Nirvana. You can't name 5 Wu-Tang songs, let alone 5 members, but you got a Wu shirt on. I think that's weird as fuck too. Wearing some shit that you have no fucking idea what it is. Or getting like shut up. Or getting like Chinese shit tatted on you, not knowing what the hell it means. That shit can mean like stir fry. You think it means courage?
Nah, that's an ancient spell, dog.
It's not no Moo Gargoyle.
Fight these out, nigga. Some Jackie Chan adventure shit, nigga.
You want to talk about a reboot? They need to bring that back.
Facts, Kelly, man.
But isn't he like racist? Not racist. But is he?
No, I think he's just old, nigga.
Nah, isn't Jackie Chan like a homophobic or some shit?
I don't know.
He old, nigga.
What is a homophobe?
You know the homophobe is.
No, I don't, because people change the definition every time. No.
If you're phobic,
that nigga
homo. The root word of homo is homosexual, right?
If you're asking me,
phobic is a fear of gays.
You think Jackie Chan is afraid of gays?
Nah, a story came. I could be paraphrasing, I could be making this up, but I think his child is gay, and like I think he put his child out the house because she was gay. So and then they labeled him a homophobe.
I don't know. I gotta research that.
I didn't even know about that. I never even heard that story.
I didn't either.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I know he didn't give his son his money because he's like, yeah, make it on your own.
I heard that a while ago. I think it was when that last movie he put out. It wasn't called The Transporter. It was called The Something.
The Foreigner.
Yeah, when it was around that time that movie came out, and they had reports of Jackie Chan like, oh, he kicked his daughter out the house because she was gay, and he hates. Well, I don't know if he hates gays or hate that his daughter's gay, but it was like something in the realm of gay hate. Say what you was gonna say.
Wait. No, it's not because of that. Jackie Chan's daughter and her Canadian wife are kicked out of a hostel after racking up $227 bill and offering just $2 of payment. Oh, that's why he kicked her out. It wasn't because she was a homophobe. It was because she ran up a bill. They just spun it.
Oh. I thought it was because she was gay.
No, niggas always trying to spin shit. Oh, you kicked her out because she was gay. No, you racked up a bill, bitch. Get out.
But you got money, nigga.
So what? You racked it up. Get out. Okay, Fend yourself. He kicked his own son out.
Better learn kung fu, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, they trying to make Jackie Chan a homophobe. See, that's why I be reading headlines like that. Motherfuckers be spinning shit.
Well, that's what I read. I ain't say it was true.
I'm just saying, like,
I just told you I read, nigga.
We don't
fact check here, nigga.
Yeah, we do. That's what I read. Like, she kicked her out because she was gay. Like, nah, she owes some money. Bitch, get out. Go get my shit.
Yeah.
But,
out of here.
All right, cool.
That was like they was trying to say Rosario Dawson and her family is like transphobic because she beat up somebody trans. Like, no.
I don't think she
didn't get her out the house.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
She didn't get the hell out the house.
I
She
didn't
just
know
so
she-
happened to be.
I didn't know she beat him up.
Just so
I
happen,
Yeah,
like
just
like
beat her
me,
up.
like
Oh,
me
I thought they
beating you
just-
up because you gay and you happen to be gay and me punch you in the face.
Yeah,
That's
like
the
you
same
just so
thing.
happen to be. That'd be like if somebody just so happened to be gay, slapped me, and I punched him in the face. Oh, you just
That's a
better
hate crime,
than me.
nigga.
Oh, you hate crime. No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
No,
you
it's
know,
not.
you slapped me
By
Yeah, that's
definition, if I attacked you because
because
you
of
were
that.
gay,
It's not because of that. You
That's
just you just a normal person to me.
no, I hit you because
What
you hit me.
Nah, they
Yeah,
gonna
you a
say-
normal person to
They
me.
gonna say you hit him because he was gay.
the fuck? I don't give a shit. They
But
can
you
say
hit me
whatever
first.
Prove it.
What if I say I'm gay? Then it's a fight.
you want. Right?
It's a regular fight then.
Yeah,
I suck dick too. Now what?
It's the Uno reverse card, nigga.
That's a Uno reverse.
Nah, that's one thing. I
My
don't like.
trap card.
That's why I don't
What
like
you gonna
that
do?
shit, bro.
You activated. You fool. You activated my trap card. That's dick too.
I suck it too. Bang. Throw it down like the fucking big joker.
Yeah.
Sir.
Oh shit. That's fucking funny. That should be like a sketch or something.
Yeah. It should be.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know. I don't know. That might
It's
be
a hate crime.
too offensive or
How
something.
you know I don't suck dick too? How you know?
And can that be the name episode trap card?
Trap card.
What did I just walk in? Nothing. You ain't walking on nothing.
Nah, you good.
Just relax.
Yeah, you good.
Nah, but I don't like that people do that shit. Like, you just so happen to be this thing, so they'll label you that just because
Yeah.
you had the appropriate reaction to it. Like, I don't
That's
like that shit.
that's the privilege of having that thing.
I don't like that.
When you're white, use your white privilege card. When you gay, use your fucking homo card. When you black, I don't know if we have any privileges, but you
No,
know,
we
they're
we actually kind of don't. And that was like one of the points of one of Dave Chappelle's jokes.
You're a
that
women,
people,
you activate your women card.
that Dave Chappelle was saying is like, yeah, I mean, pretty much. He was like, yeah, if you're white and gay, you get to be a minority until you don't want to be anymore. Because then you can use that white privilege against the black person. Because I think he's talking about the incident where he got into like an argument at a restaurant or whatever, and it was like a gay person. He was like, he's gay until he needs the cops. And now you're just white. You get to use that, and as a black person, you don't have that privilege because you're still the minority
Right.
in every situation. But that's a deeper conversation for a different podcast. It's not us because we too ignorant.
Why can't we have it?
Because we ignorant.
No, we not.
We're not ignorant. We just, I'm not smart enough to have certain conversations.
I don't even know. No, we smart. We just ignorant as hell.
We just shouldn't have certain conversations. How about that?
Yeah, or maybe if we do,
Or
we
maybe
have,
we
Shut up,
should
what
so
I
someone
do?
can
What I do?
fucking
Why talk-
teach us.
Oh, hey, don't be using that.
what?
Talking about me in the chat.
What is
Real, like, wouldn't be using that misogynist card.
Oh,
Like, it was like, that's why I don't go into BlurCon Facebook page
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
Motherfucker try to label me as a homophobe. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? You just a normal person.
Yeah.
I'll slap you just like I'll slap the next nigga. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm not slapping you because you gay. I'm slapping you because you stupid.
Yeah, you stupid.
slap because
You got nothing to do with your preference.
Stop it, man. What are you doing?
What?
You about to...
I ain't saying. I actually wouldn't say nothing crazy.
Cool.
I said nothing crazy just today. I've been pretty good today.
on the comeback.
I've been pretty good. I said one crazy thing. I said it off mic. It was fucked up, but funny.
Yeah, people do use labels when it's very
It's
convenient.
convenient, yeah.
That's real fucked up.
Mm-hmm. That's what Dave was saying. But they don't want to hear it from him now because, he's public enemy number one. But
Like I feel like everybody has a reason to get hit.
I mean,
Like women
yeah.
included. Like you should hit everybody.
if
It's
it calls for it.
Yeah, if it's a reason to hit everybody. If a woman throws,
But you can't say that because people get mad at that.
If
which
a
is
woman
weird.
slaps you, punches, if a woman's attacking you, right, hitting you with fists, knives, fucking ham, whatever the fuck she finds, and you hit her once,
yeah,
I'm wrong now.
Mhm.
Cause I should have ran, right?
What if you can't run?
Because you're no longer a woman, you're a person attacking me, and I'm defending myself.
That's what I wouldn't. Especially if there's a weapon involved. Absolutely.
No, you're definitely no longer a woman. You're a human trying to hurt me.
But when you say
I
that,
promise you I'll break your
when
face.
when you say that stuff, it's like then I don't know. People get upset. Like it's not gonna be. I'm gonna try to de-escalate the situation. But like if you're trying to stab me, what do you want me to do? I'm just let her stab me.
Yeah, because you're a man, you're supposed to be able to take that shit.
Man,
You're
you not
supposed to run.
handicapping me. Fuck that.
Like if a
taking no
woman has a
knife wound.
gun and she shoots you.
I may be fat, but I'm not a pincushion, nigga. So you can relax.
Oh man, reviews, man. Are we doing reviews?
Yeah,
I mean, you're the only one reviewing if you want to review it.
Yeah, I ain't watching.
I watched a half hour of it and I liked it.
Okay, that's good.
More than I thought I would.
That's good enough.
More than I feel like I should have liked it.
Yeah, I
I
did
started
too.
it, but I didn't finish.
But yeah, what is it? Chippendale Rescue.
Yeah,
It's called
Rescue.
Chippendale, not Chippendale Rescue Rangers, right?
it is. It's called Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Okay, so Chippendale Rescue Rangers, the movie.
Yeah,
So it came out on Disney. I thought it was coming out in theaters.
I think it
actually.
did.
It probably was supposed to, but you
No,
know.
I saw the trailer in theaters when I went to go see one of
Yeah.
these movies.
I think it's supposed.
Was
to.
it?
But you know, Corona times.
Was it Doctor Strange? I seen that shit. Didn't see the
Nah.
trailer.
Maybe.
I think
Yeah.
I did maybe because that's the last movie I saw. But yeah, Chippendale Rescue Rangers the movie.
Yeah.
So basically, this takes place in present day
Mm-hmm.
after I guess they broke up.
Yeah,
Chippendale broke up after the show was canceled after 3 seasons, and they gave him like a real backstory. I didn't know that they had a real backstory. I thought they was just some characters and like they were just like some offshoot character in like Looney Tunes or whatever. But then they just
Yeah.
gave them their own show. Just how to, like they dead ass took like some not even like D-list characters on Looney Tunes and gave them like something.
yeah.
But they gave him a backstory. Oh, they met when they was in 3rd grade, then they became best friends, and then they went to Hollywood, and then they got this show, and then they broke up because Dale wanted to go out on his own, like any other fucking great thing that happens. Oh, I think you're better than me, so now I want the spotlight, and then and then that show tanks,
Well,
and then they stop talking.
that's not why he left.
Nah, because Dale wanted to do his own thing. He wanted his own show because he felt like Chip was more liked than him. Or he felt like he was like too much of the comic relief. He wanted to be seen more than the dumb comic relief person.
Yeah. So it wasn't like he thought he was better than it. It was just like he didn't want to be seen as an idiot all the time.
Yeah.
So he's like, I want to do my own thing so I don't have to be looked at as an idiot all the time.
Right.
But yeah, this is basically like these kids' generation, like this generation's Who Framed Roger
Yeah,
Rabbit.
he was in that shit too.
Yeah.
They was doing a Roger Rabbit with Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. They had Paul Abdul with the fucking cat from the video.
Yeah.
They had mad people in that shit. They had Stan from South Park.
Oh, did they? I didn't see that.
Oh, I ain't get that
When you
far.
get further, you'll see bad in the motherfuckers. Like they had damn near every fucking cartoon. They had bonkers in that shit.
Oh, did they really?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, shit.
Mad people showed up.
They had uglies. They had
Ugly-
Canois in there.
Canois. Canois.
That nigga was selling merch.
They had ugly Sonic, yo.
Yo, fucking teeth.
I like the fact that they can make fun of themselves with this bullshit that happened with Ugly Sonic. It's like,
Well,
they
that's-
got-
I'm
they got
surprised they
one-
let them
got-
do it.
Yeah,
They-
they
didn't.
They did?
They didn't.
Oh shit.
That's funny. I was just watching because before earlier I was watching something or reading something, whatever.
They got the biggest dick.
It was because Paramount owns the Sonic rights,
Yeah.
but because I think they're barely skirting under the line by using something called parody, and I think that's how they're able to get a lot of the characters in there because they do it under the law of parody. That's why if you notice every time they say Sonic, they have to say ugly Sonic.
Oh, Ugly
Yeah.
Sonic.
They have to say ugly Sonic because it's not actually Sonic, and then that's why they put the bags on his eyes and gave him the little paunch because it's
Yeah.
it's super close, but it's not
it's not
exactly the
actually-
thing.
They gave him
Yeah.
teeth
So
when he was talking like
yeah.
shit was just looking like
Just like-
yo, look at this nigga's
Fuck,
teeth.
look at this nigga's mouth.
He's like, I keep biting my fucking tongue. It was another thing. They had a Muppet in it. He was like, durba, 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 durba. He said,
Oh, you
I'm
talking
looking
about
for
the sock
some.
puppet or somebody else?
Nah,
Oh.
I didn't think you got that
Swedish
far.
chef?
Yeah, it was the Swedish chef. But it wasn't really the Swedish chef. It was somebody who was
Like the
supposed.
Swedish-
Yeah,
yeah,
he was
I
like
can say.
durba, 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 and they was looking for Monterey Jack. So
Yeah.
like he went up to the.
Oh yeah,
the chef.
shout out to Big Dick Zipper, yo.
Or knocked it down.
Knocked it down.
Yeah,
Did
fucking
you?
gadget.
Who knew that was gonna be the cover? I'd have thought Dale and Chip would have knocked that shit down.
Is that the Allstate guy
the Fly?
that's playing Zipper voice?
I don't know.
I didn't get that far. We didn't get
Oh
that far.
shit! I think it's the Allstate guy. Voice
You're
mad
in,
deep.
you're in good
Yeah, he a
hands.
nigga.
Yeah.
And Gadget's Puerto Rican.
She might actually be.
I mean, she fixed car. No, I ain't gonna say.
Yeet.
It.
You know what? Just uncover the fucking 20-year-old secret.
No, I was saying because when I was
Dad used to take me to the shop all the time.
when I was
Oh,
on
shit.
Twitter, somebody was like, "Where's Gadget?" And I was like, "Getting
Having
knocked out by
kids?
Zipper." The kid was looking fucked up.
Yeah, because you can fly her all over the place. Nigga.
Oh man, but yeah, like with that Swedish chef, he was like durba 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 because they was looking for Monterey Jack and they spelled cheese. He's like, "You got any stinky cheese?" And his voice got like this. He's like, You a cop? That shit was funny. His voice it was like a New York accent. Put him to the cellar to show him all the cheese. It's just stupid, yo.
So we got the
Funny
cheese
as
here, man.
fuck,
I'm starting to like Disney Plus for what it is because they can take movies that don't necessarily belong in theaters or wouldn't get like the big box office release, and they can just put them on Disney Plus. So it's like, yeah, we can make whatever the fuck we want with any of the characters that we have. We can make just this. What would happen if Chip and Dale got back together after like 20-something years of being apart? Like they could do that shit. Like they could do Bonkers. They could do Darkwing Duck. They could take all these characters and be like, yo, what the fuck happened to you? But they brought back Darkwing Duck. What did that
They
show
teased that shit.
Yeah, it came out.
The show came out?
No, I'm talking about in the Chip and Dale movie at the end. They teased.
Oh,
Like they
Darkwing
might
Duck?
be doing a Darkwing
Oh,
Duck
word?
movie like that.
When this
They was like, what about me? What about me?
No, they need to do Darkwing
No,
Duck.
but if you watch the first episode for the
Let's
new
get
shit, they
like
got a
the
new
Rose.
Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck like that, like the Chip and
Like-
Dale movie. He was like, what about me? And then it just ended. I was like, they doing a
Was that
Darkwing Duck like that?
Was that?
DuckTales. Woo.
that
what,
yeah,
DuckTales?
was that the DuckTales Christmas episode or some shit or Thanksgiving
Something like that.
episode?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, okay.
DuckTales. Woo.
Yeah, well, the actual DW Darkwing became fucking Negaduck.
Huh?
Darkwing Duck became Negaduck.
Nigga Duck.
Nigga,
Nigga
Sith Lord
cock.
Shay, appreciate this prime sub. Yeah, that's what happened.
Nigga
They
cock.
found a new
Fuck your
Darkwing
wife.
Duck, and then the old Darkwing Duck became Negaduck, and Launchpad left him
Oh,
to be
alright.
with the new Darkwing Duck.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I gotta watch that, maybe.
But yeah, movie was pretty good from what I saw. I definitely want to finish it. It's a lot of odes to old cartoons. It's,
Yeah.
I don't want to say it picks up where it left off, but it's a nice twist where they got the 2D Dale and the 3D Chip.
Yeah.
They had what was it? I think he was supposed to be Gumby, Detective Putty.
Oh,
That's what I thought
I
at
think he was
first,
supposed
too.
to be Gumby.
Oh,
I thought that at first too, but I was like, nah.
Or maybe one of the blockhead dudes was red. So maybe it was Gumby.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to be.
Or just
he's
something
called Putty
or
so-
something like Gumby, but they probably couldn't get
they
Gumby.
said at the end. Because they said at the end, she's
Yeah.
like, "You Gumby reject or something."
Yo,
shit
Gumby's
like
not
that.
American, right?
I don't know. I don't think it is, mate. I think it's French. Maybe
Yeah,
I think it's French.
I think so. I don't know.
Pokey.
Yeah. But yeah, movie was pretty good from what I
PBS
saw.
shows. Was that PBS?
No, I don't think it did come on PBS. I think it came on another channel, but it was just like so popular that it just was on other channels and stuff.
Like Lamb Chop.
Seth Rogen
Lamb
character
chop.
had me weak. See, y'all just ruined this shit for me, but it's cool.
Oh, Seth Rogen. Nah, that shit was funny though. Remember Polar Express
Yeah.
Yeah.
when like the CGI was fucked up and he couldn't really look? Like
Yeah.
that was Seth Rogen's character. He was like this Viking dude, but the CGI
CGI
was so
was
fucked up he
up.
couldn't look. He was like, "Look at his gates guy." This shit was stupid. Like this shit dumb. Like
Shout out to Seth Rogen. You better do that TMNT shit right.
I laughed way harder than I was
As it
expecting.
goes on, my friend.
They had some
You
nostalgia shit in
old,
it.
yo.
Yeah, you are.
Started
You are
singing
so
it,
old.
Not know what it was. And they'll continue singing it forever, just because. It's just,
Yeah, just a kid.
What we got for topics?
Shit.
Topic
Yeah.
time. The fuck is topic time? Topics.
yeah.
Mindy Kaling shares first look at her South Asian version of Velma and doesn't care if you hate it.
Lit.
It's just white people that hate it.
Yeah.
I don't really have a problem. I feel like Velma should have been South Asian, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
Indian before.
I just think she could be
Anything.
anything. And it wouldn't matter. It don't change anything about the character.
Is she the only character that can do that?
No, they all could. They're just kids in a van solving crimes. You don't have to be white to solve crimes.
No, I'm not saying it
That's
like
what.
that.
But
White.
that's
I'm
literally. But that's my point.
I know, yeah.
You don't have to be white to solve crimes. Black people can solve crimes. Asian people can solve crimes. Other people of different colors can solve crimes. As far as I'm aware of, they're just niggas who went to high school or wherever the fuck they came from was like, hey, we're gonna get in this van, smoke weed, and solve crimes with our dog. You can be any color.
I mean,
to
if
do
they
that.
made Scooby a Rottweiler, I'd be kind
I'd be
of
with it.
No.
Make him a pit.
Big my pit bull.
Pit named Perry.
Yeah. Like if they changed Shaggy, I feel like they would
Make
be
him a
like,
Rastafari.
Nah.
Zoinksies. My youth.
I mean, they always say. I mean, Scooby snacks are edibles.
See?
So
There you go.
I mean, if you want to make Scooby
that's one
a
person
pothead,
That's one person.
or like a real pothead, hippie pothead,
Yeah.
you can make him a Rastafari.
Rastafari.
See, offensive. See, you was
I'm
cool,
sorry.
then you just went over.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Fred and Daphne, you can make them what?
Anything.
You can leave Daphne White and
Make Fred Filipino. There you go. I don't know why, but he's Filipino now.
he's Filipino now.
Whatever.
What was Freddie Prinze Jr.? Was he?
I think he's
Is he
part Spanish because his dad is Spanish. I just don't know if he's Puerto Rican or I just don't know.
Whatever Freddie Prinze's dad is, make him that.
Yeah, facts. I think it's Puerto Rican, but I'm not 100% on that.
But did you guys see it with the head chopped off?
I just saw a picture. It was like a still picture, right?
It was a still picture with somebody with a mop topped off.
Yeah. So this is. I'm guessing this is gonna be sort of like Harley Quinn show, like that type of over the top violent shit.
I hope it is, and I cannot fucking wait.
But like it's Velma solving crimes, and she just happens to be fucking Indian or Pakistani or whatever. Mindy Kaling.
So is it Velma solving the crimes, or is she just like the main smart person that can just get all the clues?
That I don't know. I think it's just her on her own.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% on that because I don't know all the full details.
I know at some point they're gonna have,
but they should
sexy
cameo.
Velma.
Oh, they need to.
They need to. You nasty.
No, if you've never seen a chick cosplay as Velma, and be like, goddamn.
Yeah, that's because they're whores. But that's what most women do. They take a fucking character and just make it whorish. Last time you seen a cop in fucking poom poom shorts?
Last week.
Oh, that's why you was off.
Not
You was a
lying.
nasty, yo.
I'm lying, but
That fucking macadamia nut be having a problem, yo. She be role playing, cosplaying for your boy. That nigga don't know what to do. That nigga be Naruto, she be fucking
Rasengan.
Oh, Naruto.
Nah.
Yeah. Nah, it looked cool. I want to watch it.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
If it is like the Harley Quinn, what's the other show on Netflix with the hormones?
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth shit. If it's like that, it seems like the animation is Big Mouth-esque. So if it's like that, I'll watch it. I'll fuck with it. XFL reaches multi-year agreement to air all games on ESPN and other networks owned by the Walt Disney Company. Duh, because it's on Eastman. XFL is owned by The Rock. So it gives us something. If you're a football lover, it gives you something to watch while the season is in limbo. Will I watch it? I'll watch a couple games. The tickets got to be like $60 to fit on like the fucking sidelines, damn near. I feel like you could suit up if you pay like $200. Like,
That's fucked up. Don't do that. No, but it's a good thing for them, right? Because their games are going to be aired on television.
Yeah.
So that's a big news.
it's kind of like
And that's also probably a way to get some ad revenue, too, for them.
ad revenue.
So that's got to be good. So they pay the players decently, hopefully.
Yeah, but don't give me fucking CTE, but then pay me what like a mailman paid, like it's paid a year. That's crazy.
Listen, I don't know how much they're paid.
I'm gonna murder my whole family on like a fucking base salary.
We not crisp and honest. We just gonna be letting it ride. I'm just saying, I don't know what they're paid. I understand that point. For $40,000 a year,
and I forgot math.
I mean, but how often do you really use math?
I need to count my paycheck. That's what I need math. How many hours I worked this week, boss?
Calculate.
I can't if I don't know math.
Calculator.
This fucking file is like an S. I don't know, boss. Yeah. All I know is hit and run.
I don't know colors anymore. Where's the South?
I'm down with that. I'll watch that. Scooby Doo. Put somebody in the chat called Scooby Doo Legs. He said, "Hi, what's going on, Scooby Doo Legs?" What's the shit at? Black Mirror's coming back for his 6th season. I still got to see the episode where Falcon and Mr. Manhattan was fucking.
What?
Bobby, relax. Nah, you haven't heard about that shit?
No.
It was an episode where I guess these two friends was playing video games. On
it's like a fighting game.
One
Yeah,
was a woman and one was a man,
Yeah, I seen
and
that.
they was
you can
fucking
feel
each other
everything.
virtually.
I seen
Yeah, so they started having the
Nigga made his boy come. That's
sex.
gay as
Yeah,
shit.
it's weird. It wasn't really.
But you was in a girl body.
Yeah,
Does
it
it
was.
count?
That was a weird.
But I know it's a boy
Yeah.
on the other end of that shit.
But do you?
Yeah, I think they knew, but like
Yeah, they knew.
mid.
I think they're
Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, you in the game?
Should I spoil it how it ends?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, then they get married or something?
No,
Oh.
they didn't.
don't say it. I still want to watch it. Even though it's like 2 years old, I still want to watch it.
That's the
It's
weird
more-
part.
it's
How
older than that, I think.
3 years
At
ago?
this point, it's like 4. It wasn't when the fucking that shit come out mad
that shit was a
long
minute
ago.
ago.
Mad long.
It was mad long ago. I still want to watch it.
Yeah, it
but,
probably was like 3 years.
Black Mirror isn't going to bring Netflix back to prominence, but you can damn near try.
Nah.
I mean, no, but that was one of them things where like people ran to Netflix for because it was the word of mouth and that's the only place you could find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still feel like it was kind of niche.
Yeah.
Even still with
It was
that.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, because like it's not like House of Cards or fucking what's the women prison thing?
women
Orange and New Black. I feel
Yeah.
like those were like the
Damn, I forgot about that.
Exactly. those they're big marquee shows that everybody was talking about,
Mm.
and they haven't really hit. I think Stranger Things was the last thing they hit that was like sort of on that same level, and I don't think they really had anything that was on that type of level. I guess Ozark maybe.
Them last episodes is long as fuck.
Yeah, but Ozark about to be.
It's done. It's over.
Yeah, well, it is done.
It's
Yeah,
over.
Striking Vipers. Yes, that episode. Yes, that's gonna be the metaverse. Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah.
There's gonna be mad gay
essentially.
shit going on. Everybody gonna be trying to fuck their boy. It's gonna be gay as shit. It's gonna be the gay. Yo, white boys are gonna. White boys already do like such shit with their friends, like in public. Imagine like, yo, put on this soccer body.
The soccer body.
But if it's a
Put
girl,
on this fucking soccer body. I'm about to. Nigga, what?
but if you fucking a girl body, is it still gay?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a man on the. Hey, Brad.
I don't disagree. I'm not disagreeing with y'all. I'm just curious.
Is it?
It's a girl body with a man. It's a deep ass male voice coming out
What?
that bitch.
Is it? I don't know. I didn't watch the episode.
I don't know. I haven't watched it either. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, but knowing that,
that would fuck it up. That'd be
like, would you fucking transgender knowing it's a fucking?
But that's not.
It used to be.
That's not trans. I think that's trans consciousness.
Yeah, that's like this is a little different.
But would you?
Personally, probably not. You know what I mean?
Like if they made the vagine.
The vagine.
Oh, they got the new robot one.
Yeah, they got like the Pussilator 2000.
They do tricks.
It probably do mad shit in there.
Oh shit. Nah, I'm good.
Like all that. Never mind. We going too far.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, I know.
Mark-
we in a very dangerous line.
Yeah,
So I was trying to be careful with how I say things.
All the hit one switch. hit the hazards, hit the AC, nigga.
Hit the hazards.
All types of action.
You want the AC? You want the fucking? You want the
Nah,
heater?
the cool, like the cooling. You gotta cool it down. Like once it get too hot in there,
I
you know,
feel
you
you. Gotta vent the heat.
yeah.
What if it's like a steam engine? It goes,
Come out of asshole. Oh, it's not gas. That's steam. Margot.
Yeah, my cooler got too hot. My bad.
My cooler got.
He was in there working.
Oh man.
He pushed.
You got to slow down the cootie cat. Margot Robbie in talks to lead
What if
new
it's like it got like a steps counter, but it's like.
Oh, let me tell you how many bodies on this bitch. Yo, you gotta go get a tune-up for your automated kitty cat. Yo, that's crazy.
Oh, this a 2021. It's got no miles on it. Them tires got all the tread.
Oh nah, that bitch got an 18. That shit got 36 bodies on it. That's crazy. Margot Robbie.
Got rotated like the tires.
Yeah. Oil change every fucking 500 bodies. Margot Robbie in talks to lead next Pirates of the Caribbean film.
Word.
So, what happened to Johnny Depp?
Amber Heard.
So, I mean, like, I guess, like, Pirates of the Caribbean and Johnny Depp is kind of synonymous. So, is like his character dead? Like, his character didn't die in the last Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, he was.
Nah.
I don't think so. I don't think I watched the last one, but I'm pretty sure he's
So
not
Margot
dead.
Robbie being the lead, is she going to be another pirate?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, she's gonna be another pirate.
Okay.
They're just moving on because the shit that happened with Amber Heard made Disney fire him, and he's
Robbie
like,
getting all the work.
I'm not coming back because of the way he fired me. I refuse. And so it's like, well, we just gotta move on now. So unfortunately, unless they'll probably make like a note in the movie like, oh, Jack Sparrow's dead now or something like that. Unfortunately, that's probably how it ended up being. They're gonna like shuff him.
Jack Sparrow's ship was hit by a cannonball.
Yeah,
He died.
exactly on some dumb shit. But that's what happens. That's where we are now.
Rick and Morty, the anime ordered at Adult Swim.
Rick and Morty.
This would be fire.
Rick and Morty.
Would you want to see a Rick and Morty anime?
Absolutely.
Would you want to see a Rick and Morty anime?
Yeah.
What do you
Rick and
think?
Morty.
What do you think this anime would consist of? And are they going to use Japanese animators?
Yeah, I think they're I think there's like 2 commercials that were out that were Rick and Morty anime, and I think the director who did those are gonna be the same director for the show. I didn't actually see them because when I was looking at the article, but I have no idea. I mean, I this is gonna do the show, but more Japanese. I have no idea what it's actually gonna. I honestly have no. I don't know what's the purpose of having a Rick and Morty anime?
Probably the art style.
I mean, besides the art style, but yeah, but like,
Aren't you a kid? Only in the ways that matter.
yeah, that means yes.
Yeah.
It's like in every way it matters. Yeah, you're a kid, dog.
Tom Cruise refused to allow Top Gun Maverick to debut on streaming.
Word. He said it's not happening.
Was this because of contract? Was it because of numbers? Was it because he's old school? Was it because it's Tom Cruise and I get carte blanche? Whatever the fuck I
Tom
want to
Cruise,
do?
he said, "Fuck y'all, let's go in the movie
Yeah,
theaters."
My name is my name.
Yeah, he's most likely a producer.
He is a producer, executive producer.
Yeah, so
So he's like, "Nah, this is coming in theaters. I want the theater experience.
with his
I want
money.
people to experience it." And allegedly, it's supposed to be really good from what everybody's saying. It's got like a 97 Rotten Tomato score right now, and the shit ain't even out yet. So it's supposed to be really good.
Ask, was this even up for debate when it came to stream? Because if it was supposed to just go straight to streaming, and Tom Cruise kind of vetoed that, I was like, is the movie that good? But now that you say that, I got to see the first Top Gun, actually.
It's on Netflix.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was watching it the other day because I was like, it's like one of the things where I feel like I've seen it, but it came out like the year
You was
I
born?
born, or either year I was
Yeah.
born or the year before I was born. So I was like, I've definitely seen parts of this movie. I just don't remember. It's been 30 years.
It's on that list of classic movies. Like you had, like if you're a movie buff, you have to had seen this
At
movie.
some point, I just don't really remember that much.
Yeah,
I know like the important thing with Goose and all that shit, but then I was like,
I know
remember.
I know the saying and that,
Yeah.
the need for speed shit.
Yeah,
That's
the
all I
need
got.
for speed. There's volleyball.
It's
Niggas is-
volleyball.
Volleyball.
Yeah, they're playing volleyball. That's one of the shits.
volleyball.
I don't know if you've ever seen them parodied because of that movie. And them niggas, everybody was sweaty in that movie. I don't know why.
It was probably hot.
I was like, I don't know. I was watching. I was like, why is
they
everybody
around
sweating?
jet engines all goddamn
Like,
day.
everybody is sweating. Niggas was like, nigga, they don't got air. Actually, they had air conditioners in the 80s.
Not when you buy a jet engine on damn day.
Them niggas was in a fucking school building sweating. Nigga. I was like, nigga,
I
go
don't
see
know.
a doctor for that. You got hydrophalosis or some shit.
How you know it? Nick Cannon admits he had a vasectomy consultation, so he won't populate the earth, quote unquote.
Fire.
Have we bullied him into a vasectomy?
I think so. I really think that's what's happening. I think the internet was like, yo,
That nigga
stop
fucked
having
everything.
kids.
But what if he has an agreement with these women? I haven't heard not one of these women come out and say anything bad about Nick Cannon. Not a one. Oh, yeah, somebody grooving.
Jamming, nigga. I mean, yeah, they haven't said nothing crazy about him.
So what the fuck is the problem? If he wants to have sex and come in a bunch of different
I
women,
just feel like
you ain't said nothing to your granddad, but you got something to say about Nick Cannon?
I think the difference is your
Well, your aunts got different fucking moms and shit.
Wow.
Don't nobody ever talk about that.
And Nick Cannon got way more money than your granddad.
Way
had,
more
nigga.
money than your granddad.
I don't
Granddad
know.
worked at a fucking oil mill.
I guess it's just like
Fucking Rondo on break.
it's like the I don't give a fuck personally.
It's not my dick or my uterus. I don't care.
Or my money. Facts. I don't care.
We just want something to talk about, man.
Pretty much. But I do think maybe it's just like the how quickly in which he just it's like, hey, hi, what's your name? Pregnant? Good. It's like he just be like getting them pregnant quick. Like it's just like
We're not gonna be happy till Nick Cannon dies, and we'll be like, oh, wish he had more.
yeah. I think at this point he should shoot for 10.
Yeah.
Because he got an eighth. I think he got an eighth. No, he got an eighth one coming on the way. Unfortunately, he recently lost one. So I think all in all, he's gonna have 8. So I think he should just shoot for 10 to get 2 more. Why not?
Telling you, y'all gonna be sad when it comes out. The real reason why Nick Cannon is doing this, y'all
I
gonna
hope
be
it's out. Well, because he got like lupus.
He got lupus or
or something.
shit.
He has some type of
autoimmune disease. But
Yeah,
if Nick Cannon gets really, really sick,
Yeah.
and then his legacy is here, you're gonna be like, oh, we did all that bullying and all that shit talking.
Yeah. I mean, I hope he's good. And I mean, if it's his
Oh, yeah,
choice,
I hope he good, but
and if it's his choice, but like, I think 8 is enough. All right, cool.
it's
But
definitely his choice because he's letting off in all these women.
facts.
And you know, he has not
Never seen the inside of a condom ever.
he has not chosen an ugly one yet.
Not that long.
Premier women.
He got money.
Yeah, he got so much money.
He's never gonna see an ugly woman ever again in his life.
Probably not.
He don't have to look
I
at
wouldn't have
her.
to see a condom either.
He don't. Clearly.
Everybody go get tested. Right? We in there?
Facts.
Baby.
Kids is bad.
Exotic.
Huh?
No babies.
Kids are great. Blessing unto your life. Wait till you have one. You're gonna fucking change your tune.
I ain't never having no kids.
I think everybody that has kids has said that.
He got a
I ain't gonna
consultation.
have
I got
kids till
my
I'm ready.
vasectomy.
You fucked around and came in something a little too late. You thought you pulled out.
I got
But
my
that first
vasectomy.
you
I got my vasectomy already.
got a vasectomy?
Yeah.
You got a vasectomy?
Yeah.
You a fucking liar.
That's where I was.
You a fucking liar, yo. Nigga just started using the dick and like, you know what? I'm gonna chop this up.
Snip, snip.
BMF co-star Davinchi allegedly paid $1.4 million cash bond for Lil Meech to be released. That's a friend.
Facts.
I'm good at that.
It's because he stole a watch or some shit, right? It was like,
Yeah,
Some shit.
it was some weird. I don't know because I didn't really look into it too. Cause I was like, whatever, all right, cool. He stole a watch, but it was some shit. I think he like
got 1.4 mil to just give that nigga just to bond him out.
So that's what I was gonna ask. Is that how much his whole bond was? Because with bonds, you only got to do like
10%.
1% or
Probably was just
10%.
that. They just
So that means that was
inflated
probably like 104, which is still a lot of money.
Yeah,
Was that like 140,000 or
something like that.
something?
like 100 and
Something.
that's like 1.1 something.
Something around there. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna ask because I didn't know if that was like how his full bond was that. Because then you only got to pay 10%, or if the 1.4 was the 10%.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was some shit like I think he got a watch from somebody, then sold the watch to somebody else, and then still didn't pay them or something. It was some shit like that. And then the two jewelers knew each other, so then they talked and they found out that he allegedly did some like weird type of shit maybe or whatever he did, and then they called the cops on the nigga. But they'll work it out hopefully.
Gotcha.
But they try to hit a nigga with like a grand larceny or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
they try to give him like, oh, he could be facing up to 60
Life.
years. I'm like, for what?
watch?
Yeah, it's the money.
Because
the cost
it's
of it.
the value.
It's like if I stole like that holographic Charizard shit.
Yeah,
like I can go to jail for a
it's
long
the
time.
it's the value. It's the
Yeah, it's the
amount.
value.
Take it back. I don't want it no more.
Well, it's too late.
I'm
Nigga.
not
You did
jail for no
it.
damn watch.
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Fuck that. Let's see. Netflix is telling employees who find content questionable to quit.
I respect it.
So, what type of content?
Just anything.
Anything like Dave Chappelle specials and stuff?
Or anything.
Yeah. So basically, the article was saying like, hey, look, we know
Raheem, what
our goal is to just make content or allow our creators to make whatever content they want to make, within whatever parameters. But we know that some of those things aren't going to align with some of your values. So you can either, deal with it or leave, nigga. It's pretty much what it
Imagine
is.
being that woke that imagination pisses you off.
Well, niggas is,
I know everybody got to stand for something.
yeah, it's the things.
My
and-
morals aren't tied to a dollar amount.
Exactly.
That's fucking bullshit.
And I shout out to Netflix. I mean, I respect it. It's like, hey, look, you don't have to work here. We're gonna make whatever we want to make, and if you don't like it,
But
you
then
don't.
by that logic, Seth, if you work here long enough, something's gonna offend you.
That's the thing, and I think that's part of the reason. It's like, hey,
So
we're
if you
gonna.
give on every little fucking thing.
Yeah.
You're just a quitter.
So
I hate people.
That's what I think. That's the point. It's like we're gonna make
Fucking
whatever it is we want to make, and if you have an
Sooner or
issue
later,
with
they're gonna
that,
make something that
offend
offends
somebody about something.
whites, blacks, women, men, gays, straight people, fucking little people. It's not, they're gonna make something that offends somebody. And you just like, oh, I'm just gonna quit because I can't deal with myself and I can't think past my own feelings.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Like, hey, if it offends you enough to that you don't want to work here anymore, then
Go to
then
Hulu with
leave.
that bullshit. Man.
Go somewhere, or you can stay.
I'm so offended. You can.
I respect it.
I don't.
I
Cop
respect Netflix saying like,
I mean,
hey,
unless it's something like egregious, like it got to be something like crazy that Netflix. I'm not budging on this. I'm putting this out regardless how you gays feel, or how you women feel, or how you blacks feel.
what's egregious to you is not the same thing as somebody else.
It don't even really be that egregious. It just
To
be
you,
like,
you're not part of that demographic.
No.
You usually,
no, I mean, I can put the shoe on the other foot. Like, would I be offended if?
but you don't have the same feelings towards certain things that they do. Even if you're trying to
True.
flip it, it's like it don't
Yeah, I can't.
hit the same for you the way it does for them.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
can't put
like,
myself in the shoes of a woman.
you could do your best, but like to a certain extent, you're gonna come from it like you're gonna try to be as empathetic as possible. Then you're always gonna reach a point where like, is it really that big of a deal?
It's
Type
like
of shit.
a wall I'm gonna hit. but
Yeah,
it's like,
for certain
you're
shit.
not this. I was like, you know what?
You're right, and I don't really understand this whole world like that. So,
But still,
but yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Gaming news: MultiVersus official cinematic trailer. Did we see the cinematic trailer?
I did.
Yep.
How do we like the cinematic trailer?
I mean, it's cool.
You like it?
I just still think it's weird they got like Arya Stark fighting the Tasmanian devil, but okay.
Wow, we taking WB and HBO characters, everything that's under that umbrella, and we put it in game form. We taking all these fictional, imaginary characters, and we're putting them in video game form, just like they did with Mario Brothers. That nigga's a fucking plumber who saves a princess from a big ass turtle.
Yeah, but at least in all that, we're all video game characters in Smash Brothers, and in the MultiVersus, everybody that they showed in that trailer were all cartoon characters at some point, and then she's just a regular human being. And they just made her into this thing.
It's a show. It's a fictional show.
Just WB.
Yeah, but she wasn't like a cartoon, nigga. She wasn't.
It's WB, man.
Next thing I have like Gus Fring in there, nigga, fucking selling chicken and shit.
I mean, it's all.
You have Walter White, Heisenberg bomb.
She was a character in the book. She didn't really have a face. She was words. And then they turned her into it. Then they turned her into an actual like, hey, this is what she looks like. And then they turned her into a fucking video game character.
It's just weird to have like real life people versus like cartoons.
Really, it is.
It's just a little bit. Like it's not like
I'm not. Like that's that weird.
It's a little weird to me.
To make real people video game characters, we've been doing that forever.
No, but like to have to mix it. Like they're all like Batman's a cartoon, Jake the dog is from a cartoon, like Shaggy's a cartoon, Batman's a cartoon, Superman's a cartoon, Iron Giant's a cartoon, and then they got the little British chick from the fucking TV show. You know what I mean? Like
I feel like half those niggas started out as books, and then
I don't know about that.
What?
Superman was a comic book. Batman was a comic book. All them other shits was comic book.
Animated that you could see visually as a cartoon though.
Yeah, but
like I just said it's a little weird. I said it was like super weird.
I mean, they gonna have a Harry Potter in it.
Spelliamos. I mean, eventually it's gonna be a little weird, but
I mean, just because they have an actual like what she looks like now.
Yeah, I didn't say I wasn't gonna play it. I just said it's a little weird.
Oh, have you seen gameplay of it though?
Gameplay, no, but I saw that trailer.
Oh, I got the whatchamacallit, like the beta alpha. It's some alpha. Shit, the test shit of it.
Yeah, the alpha,
and it's pretty good.
Word.
I like it. They just got to speed a couple things up, add a couple things, maybe subtract a couple things, and they don't have all the modes in there yet, but it's pretty enjoyable from what I've been playing the past few days. Does this mean we get the Mad Queen? Probably not. I want to pull up as Targaryen riding on a dragon.
Daenerys?
No, just something said in chat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
get Daenerys and her dragons now.
I got a code for MultiVersus if y'all want. Yeah, get that shit to Hesh if you want it.
You get Jon Snow.
Yeah. You might have Jon Snow. You might have
Tormund. You're gonna get
the Night King.
Night King would be cool because I don't know.
I want Marceline.
He actually had the spirit. He throw it.
Are you gonna get her because if they got Jake, they
got Jake and Finn. They gotta have Marceline.
You get her eventually.
I want fucking Marceline.
Princess Bubblegum. You get the Princess Fire.
I want the Monstars.
Lumps Mom. You get the Lady Lumps.
I want Harry. Spacey Lump Princess.
Yeah.
A lumpy space princess.
Yeah.
They have the Night King.
Do we get Foster's Home for Imaginary Pets or no?
That's
probably
not.
It's not WB.
No, it is. It's Cartoon Network.
You're right. So then,
they ain't even get in the Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
they ain't even get to the Cartoon Network bag yet. They ain't got Johnny Bravo.
Shit.
They ain't got.
Well, they got Garnet.
Yeah,
they got Garnet in there.
They only have like.
Oh yeah, because they do. They have Steven. Yeah, you're right.
They ain't get Rick and Morty yet.
Rick and Morty.
Is Rick and Morty owned by Cartoon Network or Adult Swim?
No, WB.
Same thing.
WB.
But it's WB altogether.
On Blair. Basically, every WB character can go on this if they want.
Rick and Morty.
I want the Monstars in there. I want them in there.
Oh shit.
They want Michael
get
Jordan no. Michael Jordan,
SWAT Cats,
Space Jam DLC, SWAT Cats, Two Stupid Dogs. You could get
Dexter's Lab.
Let's see, Dexter's Lab.
Johnny Bravo.
Oh yeah, it's Kung Fu.
Yo, I saw a tweet the other day. It was like, yo, Johnny Bravo had no premise.
No.
Every episode it was like, yo, with a hose
with a hose at. That's a fact. Because that's all. He's like, deer, got it.
Deer, pussy, got it. I want it.
He was borderline Pepe Le Pew.
No, he was.
No, he was worse.
Yeah, he got to be.
Nah, Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew just chased pussy.
But he only chased one person. Johnny Bravo do that to any girl that come up.
Pepe chased the cat for 18 years.
But he was
Johnny Bravo
kissing the cat without permission.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the cat fucked him up every episode too.
Yeah, but he's still.
Oh, my little mademoiselle.
Still taking it without permission. At least Johnny Bravo was trying to, hey, little mama.
Oh, no.
Can I take you on a date?
He just tried to swoon her.
He hugged the chick one time, though. He be hugging that shit and just.
I don't know why y'all try to act like that ain't how y'all granddad talked to y'all grandma back in the day. Like he can just grab her by the arm and say, you go with me now or some shit.
I mean, that don't make it right just because it happened, nigga.
I just say, man. I'm just saying art imitated real life.
We normalized a lot of shit that wasn't right, nigga.
I mean,
we used to be slaves.
You just gotta take it so fucking far.
What? I'm just saying, nigga.
Used to be slaves.
And that's some. Welcome back, guys. Apparently, people missed you. I, for one, did not.
Well, I'll take next week off too, then, nigga.
Nah, I'm taking next week off, so you
okay.
you got to be here.
I'm here.
Okay. GameStop being sued by a former employee over New York labor laws.
Lit.
What's this about?
Oh, they working them niggas to death.
Nah, it was what was
It
it?
was like one employee in that motherfucker.
Nah, it was something like, I guess
Shit.
GameStop pays every 2 weeks. And
Like most jobs?
Yeah, but if you're in a labor job, you get paid every week. And the person was saying some of the stuff they do constitutes as labor, and then it should be paid every week underneath the laws of New York's labor laws. So they should be paid every week, so every 2 weeks.
So now GameStop has to change their whole
Well, it depends
paying
on
system. So
it depends on the lawsuit, I guess.
Yeah, so now we got to change the book. So every state but this state gets paid every week, every other week.
I mean,
But these complaining motherfuckers want to get paid everywhere.
I mean, all you do is split it in half. You take the check, you pay them for the 40 hours, you work whatever they
I'm
work.
pretty sure that
week.
comes from a corporation with computers, and if you change one thing, if you change 1 0 to a 1, that kind of fucks up. So I don't know.
All you gotta do is print
Maybe
one extra check a week. Like you just print another check for less money.
Maybe. What else we got? You know we did 190 of these shits.
Yeah, I know.
That's a lot of episodes.
It is.
Gamer fired. Some other job I don't get paid for.
Yeah, there is some work involved in this.
Gamer fired after accidentally adding boss on Xbox while working from home. How do you accidentally add somebody on fucking Xbox?
Well, no, he added somebody,
But his boss is a bitch.
and it happened to be his boss, I guess.
His boss did not pass the vibe check.
The question is, how did the boss get your gamer tag, my nigga? That's the real question. Who snitched on you? How did your boss get your gamer tag? Unless he was like Twitch streaming or something. I don't think it says in the article. It just says some dude posted some story somewhere and it was talking about how he got fired because I guess he was gaming while he was at work. And I guess
Working from home.
Yeah. But it's like,
Like,
how'd your
honestly,
boss get your gamer tag? Somebody
honestly,
snitched on you something.
If I'm working from home,
I'm playing games.
you can expect the most nefarious shit to be going on.
Facts. Be my meat playing video games.
I am on the clock.
On the clock. Pay me.
Abusing myself, nigga.
Facts.
One tab is work, one tab is Pornhub.
Facts.
I am going to town on myself.
Facts. And then making a sandwich after.
I'm playing. Hope you wash your hands first.
You always wash your hands. Then you turn the page.
Oh, so that's what happened.
And then you wash your hands.
His boss sent him a friend
Friend
request.
request, he accepted it. But I don't think he knew it was his boss.
No, he did.
Yeah, but it was like, how did your boss get your game tag? Like, I don't
Gotcha,
talk to,
bitch.
I don't talk to my bosses. They would never know anything about my video game habits.
Probably social media.
Maybe. Well, that's your fault for not being smarter.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Protect your neck.
Let's see what else we got. T-Pain says he makes more money playing video games than he made making music in the last 4 years.
I believe it.
That is correct because T-Pain hasn't had a song that has been on the charts within like the last 5 or 6 years. So
Yeah, it's been a decent minute.
So, as a person that watches T-Pain on Twitch, I can say this is probably like fucking factual because during the pandemic, that's when he got on Twitch. Like a little before the pandemic, I want to say that's when he started getting on Twitch and getting heavily involved in Twitch. So, once T-Pain got on Twitch, got the hang of Twitch, and then people realized he's on Twitch, then he started getting subscribers, bits, and all that good stuff. And then all the shit that he does on stream, people just keep giving him subs and money and stuff like that. So, over a month, I want to say, because, I don't know his streams or nothing like that, but I want to say if he says he's making more money, obviously what he's doing on Twitch every day is making him more money than he's actually getting in streams because you get like 0.00001 cent per stream or some shit. And then Twitch made a job for T-Pain and made him like he's the Twitch music ambassador. So he gets paid off of that as well.
That's dope.
So not only did Twitch create a job for you, that's like, X amount of dollars a month, and you get bits every time you stream. You get subs every time you stream.
Yeah.
You also have endorsements. He gets I think he has a new energy drink now. He has headphone sponsorships. He has Corsair sponsors a lot of his shit. just a bunch of stuff that has zero to do with music. Like he'll get on stream and make like 1 or 2 songs or something like that, or he'll play fucking Call of Duty or Among Us. Like he'll just play something wild and just be getting subs, just doing nothing. But that is the actual fact. T-Pain didn't start getting into music. I want to damn near say until he got back on Twitch and started making songs, and then you get that automatic feedback from people. Yeah. So it's like, oh, nah, this shit whack, this shit high. But then sometimes he was saying, oh, damn, chat. Oh, damn, look at all my Grammys over here. Damn, that fucking
balling.
synth is whack. Oh, shit, I only been doing this for 18 years. Oh, fuck Grammy over there. Billboard Award over there. Damn, chat.
Talk that shshit.
Damn, I gotta listen to y'all more. Maybe y'all have more plaques than I do. Oh,
talk that shit, nigga. Nah, fuck that. Talk that shit.
I like when you talking shit, but it's just like sometimes like we can.
Because I think he do get over. I think people do overlook T-Pain a lot for what he's contributed to everything. So talk that shit, nigga.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't act like
I ain't T-Pain, yo.
That nigga was out here. That nigga was out here. He was like the hook master. Like
one of my favorite artists ever.
He was on a run. Like
he picked up where Nate Dogg left off.
If you put him on your song, it was nearly guaranteed to be a fucking hit, or guaranteed to be a hit. So and that was for a good amount of years,
a good 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
like he had damn near like the run of Lil Wayne.
Yeah, so talk that shit, nigga.
But
I mean, I think it speaks to I think so. It's not even like people aren't streaming his music. I just think it speaks to the amount of a payout you get from that. That tells you like how worthless a stream actually is to an artist, financially.
Or when you just not hot and then you get on the internet and you start playing video games and you being likable and and people are like, oh, T-Pain's actually cool, because I know we have this like stigma with artists like they're all assholes or something like that, or they're just not relatable. But then you get online and watch T-Pain. He with his wife. He talking to fans. He interacting with people. It's like, oh, this motherfucker's fun. I want to give him money.
Cool as fuck.
So, and then he just got back into the spotlight, and now T-Pain is, trying to get back to prominence. He's trying to get famous again.
You see Uncle T Hunter Force when he was up there?
Yeah, he was on the front line and shit. I think he's still famous. He's just not in the immediate spotlight.
Yeah, he's still famous. He's just not hot when it comes to music.
I think because didn't he have some shit with Calamity like?
Yeah, he just put that out maybe
last year or something like that.
A year ago, year and a half.
I mean, he working, but
that was the first song he put out, and I don't know how long. Like his mixtapes didn't really do much. Like the little one-offs didn't really do that much. Nobody really paying attention to T-Pain.
It's a different time for it's like any artist from the early 2000s. It's just a different time. They're not gonna be in the major spot. I think there's a select few artists who might make it, but I think most of them, unless something changes that time, seems like it's kind of done in a certain way, but that doesn't mean there isn't room for them to do stuff.
And when he did it, it wasn't a cash grab.
Oh yeah, no, he was just doing it.
He was doing it because he legit likes playing video games. Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, you can make money off of this," and just started going with it.
Caking, yeah.
So it's not like, because T-Pain was one of the first artists to actually get on Twitch when, like during the pandemic, when everybody was trying to figure out how to still be out there, how to get your face out there, how to still make money. Yeah. T-Pain was just like, I'm bored. I'm just gonna get on Twitch. And he was like, I can make money doing this shit. I'm literally just sitting here doing some shit I do for free.
Facts.
So, shout out to T-Pain.
Facts, Kellerman.
DC Marvel news. Marvel Studios is licensing Stan Lee's likeness. It's a lot of L words from the companies he's sued. What? Mm-hmm. Marvel Studios is licensing Stan Lee's likeness from the company he sued before his death.
Yeah, we talked about this. I don't know however long ago it was. It was some.
Yeah, we going to hell, man.
It was some funky, and again, so it was some funky shit where right before he died, they're saying it was like elder abuse, and basically he got tricked to sign some shit that he probably wouldn't have wanted to sign. That sort of signed away his likeness.
Who the fuck put Stan Lee in hospice care?
It's just old. I don't know who's. I don't know who's taking. I don't know who's taking care of it. But they got him to sign something that signed his likeness away to this company. His company owns it. Oh, so I do think it's a little.
My man.
Yeah, it's a little weird that Marvel's working. So I this is what I'll say. As long as his family is okay with them doing this, then I don't care, and I'm okay with it. If his family has a problem, well, I'm saying if his family has a problem with it, then I have a problem with it.
I need y'all to talk to Marvin Gaye family. And like get on that level, because don't be using my man shit.
Well, it might be too. If he signed his likeness away, it's too late, kind of.
Talk to the Gaye family. The Lee family can talk to the Gaye family, and y'all need to get on their fucking level, because they don't let nobody use Marvin Gaye anything.
Well, yeah, because he didn't sign anything before he died.
Take that shit. Put that. I don't know.
Legally binding now.
Fuck. Got my man.
Late. Yeah, they got him. Now again, like if his family's cool with it, then I'm cool with it. If it's some shit where his family's not making any money off of it, or they don't like it, or they're upset about it, then I got a problem. But as long as their family's okay with it, because it does seem weird. Like if the people that have the likeness did, maybe they didn't trick him, but the person who signed it away tricked him. Because I won't even blame it on that company, because they're just a company trying to buy something. But if the person who got him to sign it away, I feel like it was reportedly done under bad circumstances. So if they're working with that company to get his likeness or borrow his likeness, because they're not even buying it from them, they're like just signing the thing to use it as well. I'm a little concerned with that, and I think that's a little shitty for them to do if his family has a problem with it.
Nah, don't be deep faking my man Stan Lee face.
And that's the other thing. I don't want him to do that either.
Because like once his last official appearance, just let it go. Like I don't need y'all deep faking his face and anything. Yeah. Like he done missed about, I want to say like 12 plus.
I don't know if
shows and movies, shows and movies.
Oh, I guess if you throw the shows, I don't know if it's that high, but I guess maybe you throw the shows in.
He missed Loki. He missed Endgame. He missed Spider-Man. He missed.
What was his last appearance?
Black Widow. He missed Captain America.
No, he wasn't Captain America.
The last event. I mean, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that shit. He missed that. He missed all the Disney Plus shows, and he missed Shang-Chi, Eternals, all that shit. He missed mad shit. I don't want to see him in that. Don't suddenly just bring him back just because you have his likeness now. Let's see. Amber Heard claims Aquaman 2 role was reduced amid ongoing legal battle with Johnny Depp.
Good.
Good, bitch.
Stop shitting on stuff.
I was about to say that. Stop shitting in people's bed. That's nasty.
Yeah.
Color Me Dad with the 6 months. Shout out to you, Steve.
Facts. This nigga said, fuck work, I got money.
Yeah. He said, I'm gonna subscribe. I got this shit. I think his last was Infinity War.
Probably.
Stan Lee's last appearance was Infinity War?
Maybe, or maybe something before. I feel it was something before that. I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find it quick enough, so I didn't.
Amber Heard is losing money, and now her role was reduced. Now, does this make the Aquaman movie less appealing now? Because I mean, if they cut out pivotal roles that Amber Heard is in, or like just
I don't know,
just things that didn't really matter. Like how do you lessen somebody's role without affecting the overall storyline of Aquaman 2?
Well, it all depends, I guess, how big the role was to begin with in the movie and how important.
I'm pretty sure she was in some scenes that like move stuff along, but if you X her out, then what happens? Is it a bunch of reshoots? Are we just cutting scenes? Like, what are we doing?
Maybe they just keep just the stuff they need where they need her to explain something to move the plot forward, but anything else that doesn't pertain to that, like them walking together, it's not fucking, you're not there.
Yeah.
Or like them riding in a boat together, now they just only Aquaman in the scene or something. Some dumb shit like that. Anywhere
just looking over at the CGI. Nothing.
Exactly. Anywhere where they could probably cut that out is probably what they're gonna do. Like anywhere where they can like not actually show her on screen until they have to have her on screen, probably for like plot purposes.
I was with that petition going around for what's her face to be the new
Daenerys,
yeah, her to be the what's her name,
Emilia Clarke. Emilia Clarke, yeah,
I was with that.
Yeah, me too.
Me.
But back together.
Is it too late for it's too late for reshoots?
Shit, yeah.
This shit's in editing, right?
Yeah, I think it's way too late for that, because I think the shit was supposed to come out this year, right? So it's probably way too late. I mean, let me phrase it. It might not be too late because it might be too late because they would probably have to go back and like maybe reshoot the whole movie.
Yeah, they would have to.
So it's probably too late to do some shit like that. Or at least reshoot all her scenes. It's gonna be weird.
Deep fake her shit.
It's gonna be like when they had Tig Notaro and fucking Zack Snyder zombie shit.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Why can't they do that?
She replaced fucking Crystalia or whatever.
Why can't they do that?
I don't know how much. I maybe just because of the scene. I don't know. Maybe of the type of scene she's in, it's harder to do that for her than it was for her because she was just a pilot on a roof, talked to them niggas, and then it's like, all right, and now I'm back, and now I'm dead.
No, he was in Endgame when Steve and Tony went back to the past. Shit, he wasn't there. He was at the base, wasn't he?
Oh, so that was the last one he was in? Probably.
Yeah, so Endgame might have been the last one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Daredevil 4 Disney Plus reboot confirmed. Is it a reboot?
It's not a reboot.
Well, it's supposed to be a continuation.
Yeah, so Disney Plus has Daredevil season 4 while the other 3 Defenders are just in limbo.
They're not in limbo because they own all the characters. They just haven't announced that they're going to do anything.
Yeah.
Well, do you think them coming back is contingent on how good this does, or they just got something playing like that? Y'all niggas coming back regardless. They need to find a new Luke Cage. First of all,
No, they need to find a new Iron Fist. That's what they need to find.
Yeah, that too.
I'm okay with Luke. I don't hate him as much as other people seem to hate him. I'm okay with Luke Cage, but Iron Fist, I'm not too.
if we find a new Iron Fist, do we have to reset the whole thing, or can we just make him Asian and just move on like nothing happened, like Black Aunt Viv?
Black Aunt
He
Viv,
wasn't Asian.
light skin Aunt Viv, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, light skin Aunt Viv. No, he wasn't Asian. He was a white guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, just make him white. You already got Shang-Chi. You don't need
No, he's white.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, but I'm talking about can we make him Asian and we
No,
just
no,
move
no.
on
You already
without
got
having
Shang-Chi, though.
that.
You can't have more than one Asian nigga.
I know you already got a kung fu guy. You got Wong. Just keep him white.
You can have more than
But
one.
people hate him.
Can't have more than one Asian nigga.
I hate the actor. I hate the actor. I just hate the actor.
Yeah, people hate him. So why wouldn't you just make it more comic book accurate and just make him Asian?
He's not Asian in the comic.
He's not.
He's not?
No, he's white.
Why do I keep saying that then?
Because
Who said that?
no.
I feel like the internet was like, yo, make him Asian like he is in the comic.
He's not Asian in the comics. He's a white person in the comic books.
I gotta stop
I
reading
think
shit.
what they're saying is
I hate
I think
Just read the shit going over.
I was like, how people believe in that shit? I was like, oh, baby, like, I ain't
Nah.
never seen him without his mask and the fucking.
No, he's white.
No, he white.
Danny
He got blonde
Rand.
hair.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
blonde
got
hair,
blonde
white
hair.
dude. No, he's white.
Yeah.
I think what they're saying is that his
Never mind,
is that the character the character I think they're saying is the character is so tied to the Asian world that it would make sense to just have him just be an Asian character.
White privilege.
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying. Like it would, and it wouldn't change anything. It's just some nigga. Oh, well, now I'm in some place, and the dragon's in my chest. Like it don't really. He could be white, black, purple. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't really change. And him being white doesn't change the dynamics of that character.
No,
so
I'm just
it
saying
wouldn't
people
hurt
hate
nothing.
him personally. Like,
Well,
the
that-
the
I don't even
that
hate the
plays Danny
actor. I just
Rand.
hate what he did in the show.
Oh.
And I think that's also. I also think that's just part of what they chose to do with the show in particular, because the first season was kind of just boring. It was like a courtroom drama, like a Succession takeover type of drama. So I was like, no, I want to see nigga kung fu, and then his kung fu was not great.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Let's see. And last but not least, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, official trailer.
lit.
How do we feel about Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk?
I'm with it.
Snoo me.
Facts, Kellerman.
Pull up on me.
Yeah,
That CGI look crazy. Though.
it does not look good, unfortunately. But here's the thing:
Is
Look
that
like
just-
Fiona.
Nah, she don't look that bad.
a little bit.
it's
Fiona
not
look
great.
better than that.
It's not great. Here's the thing: one, we have 3 months until the show comes out. Hopefully, they're able to take that time to work on it. 2, it's a TV show budget. I'm not expecting miracles, right? I want it to be better than what it is, but I am more concerned about the story. I'd rather have them have okay CGI, just like meh to good.
It was good, Mark Coop.
And the story is good, than have excellent CGI, but then the story is just trash. And the show was actually garbage. I can deal with.
Should have used Megan.
That's fucked up, but also maybe just paint it green like they did. This chick from Drumline, not Drumline. Zoe Saldana. I couldn't think. Avatar. Just paint it green. Fuck.
You got
I
it?
was gonna say something wild.
Just go ahead. What's your thought, man?
Nah, I'm not gonna do it.
What you were saying before you was about to say that fucked up shit though?
Oh, just paint it green,
Oh,
like Zoe Saldana.
okay.
Get Megan the Stallion.
What you think of the trailer, Bobby?
It's okay. I don't know the direction they're going with it. Like I didn't see any villains.
Yeah, they had Titania.
Who?
I think it's Titania, something like that. The chick in the courtroom with the costume looked stupid to me.
Oh, that shit.
But yeah, so basically she got like super strength like She-Hulk, and then they have
the classic.
Yo, can y'all just say y'all hate women-led Marvel things, man?
facts.
Who?
I don't know
People.
niggas. And then they have
What they
I
say?
think
People, it seems like everything that comes out when it's led by women,
they pick it apart.
they pick it apart.
Yeah, and I think they're gonna have the Wrecking Crew in it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because if you look when she was fighting some dude, he had like a construction hat that was like glowing, whatever. So I think it's gonna be like the different members of
strangely love them niggas.
the Wrecking Crew. So I think they're gonna be in it. And then they had Frog. Was it Frogman? Frogmaster? I forgot the name. Frogmaster.
Frogman?
It's a dude with a green. He had a green suit and it's like cover his face. It kind of looked like Kick-Ass a little bit, but it's like it's a dude. But he's like a comic relief superhero in the comic books. But so I don't know. I like the idea.
It's the courtroom aspect of
Yeah.
it. I'm like, how is that?
Yeah, because I think what's going to happen is they're going to have her be the lawyer that represents superheroes or supervillains in court, which they had Abomination in there. So it's cool that they're bringing him back, and even though he was in Shang-Chi. So like, I don't know. I'm curious to see where this goes. I don't know timeline wise where this fits because we have Bruce in there. He's Professor Hulk, but he has both working arms. So I think this takes place before the snap.
Before the snap.
Yeah, because he has both his working arms. Because in Shang-Chi, he was regularly human Bruce, but his arm was still in the bracer. So I think his arm is still fucked up. So if this is before the snap, because he still has both his working arms. So I think at least the beginning part of it takes place before the snap, I would assume. And maybe the rest of it takes place after. I don't know.
Swear they said I saw someone online saying She-Hulk wasn't big enough.
Yeah, she's not.
How big is she supposed to be? Like she's supposed to be like as big as as tall as Hulk?
No, just muscular.
She's tall and muscular. She's not even like Super Diesel in the comics.
Yeah,
she muscular as hell, but she's not like on steroids, crazy butt. Like she's just like she basically. I think that's part of why the CGI looks so weird too. Is also compared to like the Hulk, she's just a regular human, just taller.
Yeah,
and she's just a little bit more, and she's muscular, as obviously because she's the Hulk, but she's not like buffed out like weird human proportions. So she's just like a tall ass human, and making human faces in CGI is just never really works out great. Like you're just talking about it in the fucking Polar Express, whatever. Like that stuff don't work out great, and I don't think we've gotten to that place where.
Oh, they had a Pepsi polar bear in that shit.
Oh, right.
Wasn't it Pepsi polar bear? The one with that fucking sweater on and shit?
Coca-Cola.
Oh,
no, Coca-Cola.
Whatever it was.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, same shit.
Yeah, it's the Coca-Cola bear.
Yeah, that nigga.
Oh, you gonna do the Pepsi challenge? You can see if you can taste it different.
Robbie said when she manhandled her old boy in the crib.
Yeah, that was funny.
What happened when she fuck you?
Ain't no straps in here.
Ain't no. How you know what she? You know what, Pix? No, matter of fact, we got a Kevin Eastman interview coming somewhere here. It's gonna be somewhere in this thing right here.
I call this the Green Monster.
All right, so Three Ninjas Podcast, Domino, Hess Jones, Bobby, and it's done. It's here. It's complete. The Last Ronin, issue 5, is finally out. The series is complete.
The beach.
2 years. Yeah. 2 years. Finally, here, it's finally complete. Or is it? I'm not sure. I would have to ask the questions. And the man on the line that we have right now, I'm going to ask the questions to, is the one and only. You've seen him. You heard him on the show a bunch of times. Mr. Kevin Eastman himself. Mr. Eastman, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Thanks for having me back on. It's great to be with you guys again.
Great for you to be here. Now, like I said before, issue 5 is out.
Yep.
It's been 2 years. First thing I want to ask is, how are you mentally? You know, it's done. Is there a big weight off your shoulders? Like, how are you?
No, thanks for asking. It was very challenging, very difficult story in that, it was not only going back to an original concept that Peter and I wrote back in, 1987. So by the time we started, it was a 32-year-old idea that was conceived in the heyday of all things, Turtles comics, Turtles in the Mirage universe. That was pre-toys, pre-cartoons. We had just, that was just a, vague concept on the horizon at that time. So it was to do it right, to tell it right, and work with the right creative people like, Tom Waltz was fantastic. But then we had and unfortunately, Andy Kuhn, who was my first choice as series artist, had to step away for personal reasons. And then, finding the blessing of the Scorza brothers. And then I brought in my old buddy, Ben Bishop, for the flashback scenes. And the thing sort of evolved as it went along, page to page, issue to issue, because it was done very much like how Peter and I wrote and worked together in the old days, which was beating out a whole concept, treatment. But then the story evolved as I did the layouts, and so many things came together in that process, which is why it took as long as it did. They were 40-page stories, like the original comics, larger in size, larger in scope. It was a 200-page story, and it was just when you get to the point where I was grateful for the fans being tolerant for the delays, that I used it to say, I want this done right, and I want it done exactly the way I see it in my head, with this incredible team that I've been able to put together and work with. And so it was gonna take an extra month or an extra 2 months to get it done and done right, because it's gonna be forever as the final story that really is so strongly rooted in all things that Peter and I originally created. So it's great. It's a weight off my shoulders. It's I could not be more proud and more grateful for not only the guys, the folks that I worked with, but IDW and Nickelodeon, who were so supportive and thumbs up all the way around. They sort of made sure we had the room and what we needed to make it all that it could be. So a lot of blessings and a lot of things, but now it's sort of excited to get back into the regular ongoing series with the Armageddon game, and we've got some other things going on Turtle-wise, as well as there may be some exploration. We've had a lot of discussions about other things in the multiverse component of the last Ronin part of the multiverse. So we'll see where all that goes, because it's something that I'd like to see. I'd like to do. I'd like to continue being involved with it, of course.
A multiverse type question. I'm glad you said that. But before I get to that, how do you decompress? The project is out, it's a 30-plus-year-old idea. It's finally come to fruition. 2 years of waiting from the fans, we're just being tolerant and just waiting like, hey, whenever it comes, it comes. Well, me personally, whenever it comes, it comes. I'm not, pushing you. I'm not going to write you anything nasty on Twitter or anything like that. But how does one decompress after, things like this?
Clean my studio. No, and it's funny because it's something that I've always done, and it goes back to some of the earliest days when Peter and I would do one of the issues. It was very similar. It was a 35 to 40 page story, and when you did it, it was all hands on deck, and you just everything sort of got pushed to this side, pushed to that side as you were focusing just on this thing. And then once you finished the issue and it went off to press, you could sort of breathe deep and then go around the studio and sort of pick up this and answer. There's a email or a letter or something I meant to answer 2 months ago or a year ago. So it's been a bit of that, and then and that's been great since the issue went off. I've done clean the studio, which led to cleaning the garage and reorganizing some other comic files and things, and then already hungry for what's coming next.
Okay. So. Now, what have you learned, good or bad, in the last 2 years doing this project?
Well, it's the process never changes. I guess good. It's probably, I say it's good and bad, and both are good in the end, if that makes sense. And that, what I mean by is this process, the approach to the last run-in was very similar to the way Pete and I worked, and that it's just how I work. I'm very lucky to have worked within the IDW network and universe with Tom Walsh, who's very professional and he does a finished script. We talk about the idea evolves, he does a finished script, and it goes to an incredible penciler, incredible inker, and then the whole team that puts everything together. This thing was just the way we did it in the early days, that the treatment, the outline that you're working from is the foundation that you then build from as you're directing the movie or letting the story evolve naturally and organically, because pieces that were included in the final project weren't there when we started. Tom and I were having conversations and changing things sometimes on a Sunday night before it went to press on a Monday, and those kinds of things. So the process doesn't change. It's painful. It's not easy. And if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. It had to be done, and had to be done right. So that was probably the like you said, the good and the bad at the same time. Is the process doesn't change. It's very challenging and very rewarding, and when it's done right. So it's a mixed blessing, and but at the end, both are good.
Right. Now, out of the 5 issues, do you have a favorite?
No, because it was always envisioned as a whole complete story, and the middle 3 issues, which I designed and planned, we did to have the flashback sequences with Ben Bishop, and the Squirrels Brothers wrapping around the core of the current story, but with the flashbacks, it was addressing what had happened to each of the turtles and the universe as the pieces of the story came together. So the whole thing was a 200-page puzzle, and it was some tough stuff. It was pretty heartbreaking to kill off some of your characters that and you wanted to do them right and do them justice and make it important to the story. Everything had to fit just so. So it was I look at the piece as a whole piece as opposed to individual issues. So yeah.
So now I reread all 5 again, and one thing that I wanted to know that I saw maybe 3 or 4 people say online that I had to go do research myself. Is this a ode to The Dark Knight Returns that dropped in like 2012 at all?
Oh yes, 100%. And that I probably spent not probably, I've very specifically spent my entire life chasing Jack Kirby and Frank Miller and following their innovations and their lead and their inspirations. Without trying to steal too much, but standing firmly on their shoulders and being inspired. But it was an approach very similar to Dark Knight in that I wanted to be quote unquote sort of a final story, but it could lead elsewhere if that made any sense. Not that it was intended, but it was addressing a lot of things within the Turtles universe that had been there since issue 1, coming up on 40 years of pretty much if you took issue 1 of the Turtles in Last Ronin, that is the beginning of the story, and this is the end of that, what started in that story, with a few bits and pieces in between. But it was with respects and apologies, it was definitely a homage to all things Dark Knight and that for the Turtle universe 100%.
It was done beautifully, so I commend you for that.
Thank you. Thank you
now, very much. TMNT, WB, and DC have always made just a great marriage together when it came to video games and comics and so on and so forth. Have there been any talks to make this like an animated movie or a series or anything of that sort?
It's something that I would love. It was, it was sort of goes back to the things that sort of were developed in the original comic books that then evolved into different cartoons or movies and things. It was sort of an organic process, if you will, or it was what made sense. I know, Nickelodeon and Viacom and what they're doing with all things Turtles. They love all things IDW. And I love Last Ronin. But I think that in their big picture where Seth Rogen is working on his version of the Turtles, which is out next year, that they're sort of, managing the whole Turtle universe as you would, approaching a new season in the NFL or something. I don't know. So you get to plot it and plan it in each of the games and then build towards what makes the most sense. But I think that they definitely look at it like there's something here. We've got to do something with it. Is it a video game? Is it something that could be an animated event movie, kind of like the Batman Turtles, Batman versus Turtles project that Warner Brothers did, which I thought was pretty fantastic. So we'll see where it evolved to, but right now it's the comic just out and the collection coming out this summer, and we'll see where everything evolves. But I think it would make a great animated project. Personally, I think it'd be fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
That, older audience. Yeah,
definitely, because I feel like there's obviously all of us we grew up with the Turtles that we know and love, like the goofy, fun-loving PC-eating Turtles. Like the real children like Turtles, right?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a section of us that like the gruesome, like kind of dark, like the first movie, like the early comics Turtles, where it was like, hey, we get to see like just these other sides of the Turtles, and now that we're grown, we didn't stray away from like the kid fun nature of the Turtles, but we also want to see something where it was like, hey, they can get serious if they want to.
Yeah, no, that's what has been so much fun working within the IDW Turtle universe. Because it's the Turtles. A lot of people talk about multiverse this, multiverse that this year, and it's always been something in existence in comics, but also for the Turtles, specifically since day one, we've always had the black and white comics, we had the cartoon series, and then we had the movies, which were kind of in between, a combination of both. Lucky to have all those. But when IDW approached the comic series, they wanted it more firmly rooted, including all the other Turtle universes, but firmly rooted in the Mirage Studios universe, where it was edgier, intended for that original audience. And that's what the comic book attracted, was some of the original fans that, still might enjoy some of the other universes, but they really like the comics and they like the edgier pieces. And then with Last Ronin, it went to made that jump from, say, the Batman series to Dark Knight. This is the Turtle series to the Dark Knight version of Turtles. So we get to really embrace that and take it as far as we could. And, and kudos and thanks and respects to Nickelodeon Viacom, because they really let us do stuff that we pushed it as hard as we could. And they were accommodating in more ways than I thought they would be. There's some pretty heavy stuff in those in that series, but they supported it, and they knew it was for the original fans, and that's what makes them so great to work with.
Mm-hmm. Now, how much of the fanfare do you actually see, or do you actually, I guess, take heed to? Because, like I said, there's a lot of forums, comments, just message boards, just YouTube channels just dedicated to what we want to see. But what we want, we're not necessarily going to get. So how much of that do you actually pay attention to? And then try to give us.
Well, it's funny, is I'm a total old school, guy, not only from how I draw. I still do everything hands-on. I still do everything physical. I still, everything's sort of pretty old school. Tom Waltz is a lot more savvy as far as he goes into the forums, he reads stuff. So a lot of times when we're talking or brainstorming and this and that, he's my conduit to just what the temperature is for what the fans are looking for, what they kind of like, and this and that. Because to me, it's my exposure to it has always been comic conventions, and that's what I missed, as we all missed the last couple of years. Is that when I go to shows, I would do my panels and questions, or just most of it's just fans in line when by the time they get up. I talk too much anyway, but I love to chat with them. And what did you think of this? What did you think of that? What's what would you like to see, kind of thing. And so more direct feedback. But it's good to be sort of aware of it, but it's also when it comes down to some of the writing and the creative aspect, it's not really something that I let influence the direction of where we're going. Like, it's never been said for the entire history of IDW Comics, like, hey, if you killed off this character, we could sell more copies, or hey, let's do this. And it's always been story driven, story first, and then as that comes together, that's the way you make it go. So it's and that's again a great compliment to Nickelodeon and Viacom and other people, that it's like they didn't pressure you to do corporate things to increase sales or gimmicky and stunts. They just supported the series as it was. So it's good to be aware of it, but it's when it comes time to do the work, it's just embrace the creative people we work with, and then try to tell a great story and try to tell it well.
Right. Now, one thing I was told to ask you in regards to crossovers, because we love the Ghostbusters and the Batman and those type of crossovers. Will we ever see a Street Sharks crossover with the Ninja Turtles?
Which one?
Possible? Street Sharks. Is that ever possible?
That's funny. No, I remember there was what was the other? It was Biker Mice from Mars.
Biker Mice from Mars. It was Mummies Alive. There were Street Sharks. It was all types of stuff.
All types of stuff. So yeah, I don't think there's anything in the books, but because people have asked me sort of they asked me what I'd like to see as a turtle crossover, and one dream is come true pretty much with the Turtles Batman crossover with what James Tinian and Freddie Williams did, and being part of that, mostly covers and stuff, but they just did such a fantastic job. So that was really, one thing off the bucket list. Turtles Daredevil, of course, would be that's a huge bucket list.
Yeah,
Then
a great one.
Even going a bit further into down the rabbit hole is Jack Kirby's Commandy was a huge influence to me when I was younger. The first movie I ever saw in the theaters was Planet of the Apes, and Jack Kirby's Commandy concept was pretty much a furtherance of that kind of universe where animals rule the planet and the humans had been reduced to slaves, if you will, fodder, and so it was sort of in a world run by mutant animals, the turtles being taken into that world would be a pretty interesting opportunity to tell some pretty fantastic stories. So that's on the list, but I'd say Turtle Daredevil nothing would be greater than that right now.
Okay. Now, biggest question I had was the epilogue, right? Now, was that put there as like foreshadowing something, or is that just left up to like interpretation for the fans to maybe make some fan fictions, or was it like, what was it, if you can say?
It was definitely something that much like a lot of components, a lot of pieces within the story grew out of the development, the creation of the story. Touched on briefly was as things that we outlined of here's the beginning, here's the middle, and here's the end of the story. So we knew the key pieces, but then the journey of how to get there changes as the story evolves and as you construct it. And as we went through that universe, it kind of reminds me of even going to the addition of Jenica into the Turtles ongoing series. Tom and I both wanted to bring a female turtle into the mix, but only if it made sense and if it only made the right kind of sense. And Jenica as a character was introduced in Turtles issue 51. She became popular not only with us, we loved her as a character, and she evolved as a character. So by almost 50 issues later, Turtles 95, she's and we had planned it for 2 years prior to, she became the fifth turtle, the girl turtle. And so it was an evolution of a great idea, a splinter in your mind that you had to see resolved, and it had to evolve naturally as a story element. And so as we looked at where the universe would end in Last Run, we had a specific ending, of where Casey Marie was and where April was, and we had an idea that we wanted to see if it made sense as we put pieces of it together. So it was kind of there, but we wanted to see if it worked. So I think by the middle of the series, we knew, let's close all the doors to the whole story, but let's leave one of those doors open that it can have another evolution to it. It's like in the Dark Knight series, Batman lived. And that was sort of, within that universe, the old man Dark Knight lived, and there was going to be a continuation of that series with that person as a character. I definitely from day one didn't want that. I wanted the finale to be the finale of all things in the original universe. And then if there's going to be a continuation, I wanted the mantle to be passed carefully and thoughtfully with those pieces, Splinter's journal and the philosophies that Michelangelo left Casey Marie with, and that she's also has evolved as a character into a mutated character. So that's still a bloodline and is still a family aspect, but it gives an opportunity to tell great stories in a foundation that we've created, which some pretty exciting stories could be told. So we talked a lot about what that can be and where we're going to go with it, but we're sort of letting that evolve. We've turned immediately back to all the coolness that's going on in the Turtles ongoing with what Sophie Campbell's doing and has been doing wonderfully. And we've been working, and we developed Tom had this idea for the Armageddon game, which brings Rat King back, and a lot of the characters that we'd had developed and evolved to a specific point post, by the time we get to issue 100. We're sort of get to have a foot in both worlds, which is pretty fantastic right now.
Right. Now, in this series, was there anything that was supposed to happen that didn't? and was there anything that wasn't supposed to happen that ultimately made it into the story? Because I saw a lot of predictions where it was like, oh, final fight's gonna happen, then before the final strike, Ace Marie is gonna come in, XYZ is gonna happen, yada yada. So, there any secrets, any tidbits of what didn't make it, what was supposed to make it that didn't, things like that?
No, and I say that no, and it was actually it's funny. There's
Pretty finite.
pretty finite, but it was it was things like and this is a spoiler, but in a good way. The fans will love it. For the collection, we added 2 pages to one of the sequences where we had the evolution of the battle wagon, and that I'd always wanted this big 2-page spread of when April finally shows up at that big moment when they're attacking Baxter Stockman's fortress, where you get a full big shot of the battle wagon in action. So but we just ran out of pages because we wanted the story. We needed to hit certain story elements, so we had to make certain things fit and had to lose that. But we were able to add that back into the thing. But as far as moments and beats of where characters started, where they ended, and what the possibilities were, they were addressed how we wanted to have them addressed in the story, in the series.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I didn't want to take too much of your time, so I didn't write down that many questions. But
no, that's good. I think it's what's been fun is about this stuff in our ongoing discussions is as things evolve, we get to gives me an excuse to come back and hang out with you guys again.
Yeah, so compile all of that. We probably got like an hour worth of content.
There you go. We'll do a special. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. So, that'd be nice. So now a hardcover is coming out in July.
Yeah.
So it's a combination of all 5 issues in just one hardcover book.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's coming out in July, and yeah, there's been we did a little bit of a remastering of a few, resizing some pages, and there was a few tweaks and nudges. But besides adding the 2 extra pages, it's pretty much all there, and it's going to be in a really wonderful hardcover format. Ben did the package art for the cover and stuff, so it'll be a gallery of stuff in between. But I'm sure there'll be other collections down the road where we'll show some of, I did a couple hundred original concept designs and all my original layouts and some of the original story notes. So I'm sure there'll be a more deluxe expanded version if the fans want it. We've got the material, so we'll see where that goes. But the hardcover in July is going to be awesome. It's going to be nice to have it in one book.
Yeah, just one book. Yeah, so I can put everyone else in plastic, and I can just put that hardcover book somewhere. All right, I'll probably hang it up where I don't know.
Yeah, I think we both have the same problem. It's like something has to go into storage.
Yeah, something has to go. I'm trying to collect more of these. I gotta find the other 2, but task in itself. But yeah, that's all I have. What else is next? What's happening next?
We get another one. Yeah, no, I think right now it's Armageddon game ongoing series. I just finished still doing some fun stuff for Marvel covers. I'm doing a really fun project with Wizards of the Coast, a couple illustrations, but mostly it's all things Turtles. But one of the things I'm excited to be back fully on to is the Drawing Blood series that David Avalone and Ben Bishop and I have been working on. I stole Ben from Drawing Blood to have him do these centerpieces for issues 2, 3, and 4 of Drawing Blood. So now Ben's back on finishing volume 2 of series 2 of Drawing Blood, and I'm doing my pages, and that whole arc is 12 issues when it's said and done. So it's personal projects, turtle projects, a little bit of everything, and that's the fun stuff of what I get to do in my day is get to mix it up a little, and my family gets to see me more often.
That's always good, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so shouts to Ben. I had to make sure I wore this shirt. It's the first time I actually wore this shirt, so
that's awesome.
That's how the Ben Bishop, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have. As always, I appreciate your time. Appreciate the Turtles as always. Appreciate the series. Hope to see more. I'm gonna be picking up everything else that you do like always. Appreciate your time, and thank you for coming on the show once again.
Yep. No, my pleasure. And I just say, leave you with this is that if anybody wants to know where we're at, what we're doing, go to KevinEastmanStudios.com because we're back out doing conventions again. Yay! So hopefully we'll see you all out there live and in person, which is nice again. So find out where we are, what we're doing, and what's going on at Kevin Eastman Studios. And otherwise, we'll talk to you again, my friend. Good
All
chatting.
Right. Have a good one.
Cheers, man.
Okay.
And that was our interview with Mr. Kevin Eastman. Picks, man. What the fuck we got for picks? What if the dildo's green?
That's why I started calling the green monster. That's what it is.
Picks, man. What is your
Mr.
shut the
Manhattan.
fuck up? What is your pick?
Good question. I am going to say Death Note.
Death Note?
I've been watching Death Note.
Not the movie.
Nah, the anime.
Sure.
Nah, fuck that. Nah, I've been watching anime. Almost done with it.
It wasn't bad.
I might actually watch
Note.
after watching anime. I might watch the movie just to see how bad the movie is.
No, it wasn't bad. It was just not Death Note.
Yeah, so I might check it out after. But no, I forgot how quickly this nigga Light was like, "Oh, I get to kill people." Bet he was like, he found a book like, "Yo, oh, I can kill people," and he's like thought about it for like 5 seconds. Like, nah, I'm about to become the ruler of the world and start writing names. I was like, damn, he fucking didn't even hesitate to murder, nigga. I was like, goddamn, nigga, like you ain't want to think about that shit. You don't want to like think twice. Nah, fuck it. They all die.
Fuck you, Al.
Wow,
You still talking shit, so I'll time his ass off for the rest of the show. You can't say shit, bitch.
oh, Clippers still?
Yeah, talking about the Lakers. Bob, what's your pick?
Chippendale, Rescue Rangers. Yeah.
Fuck.
What?
I don't got a pick now.
Oh damn.
I was.
Yes, you do.
I did start watching. Well, MultiVersus.
Well,
If you can get into the beta, play MultiVersus. If you know somebody with a code, get a code from them. I think every time you get access, you get 3 codes as well. I'm not sure. Don't fucking quote me on that. But, you know, if you can play that, do play MultiVersus. It is a fun game. I do like the character selection. Like I said, they got to speed things up a little bit in the game. Hopefully they take like a survey after the beta's over, or they take heed to like the online, you know, comments and stuff. So play MultiVersus if you haven't. If you try to get a code from somebody. I think I got one more if you want one. So, you know, just let me know now. Might have something for you. Other than that, my ninjas, is there anything else?
Nope.
No. All right. All right, so yeah. All right, yeah, so Ninja Vanish. We out of here.